Hello, my crazies, kitties, and conservationists. How are y'all doing tonight? Sorry that it's a much earlier stream, but you know, kind of have to. Anyway, let me get these guys open for you guys. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Lo-Kag, you might need to change it in your character sheet directly.
Oh, okay, here it is. No, I found it. I'm going to change it to this one.
There we go.
There we go. Alright, I shall start streaming.
Somewhere by the end we'll see where the moon and water meets. Somewhere close to heart.
Oh, awesome. The Roll20 app is for Apple as well. Great.
Yay.
Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take.
Hey.
At the edge of space.
Oh.
Calling us to fly away.
Is everyone here? Everyone about ready?
Yep, let me get my stream started real quick and then we will get started.
Yeah, Resoft ain't live yet.
And I'm getting
singing.
the app set up.
Bet Hipster can sing
I'm
better.
Singing.
Wow.
Resident isn't live yet. I'm just waiting on you guys.
I'm
Who's
ready.
singing? I bet that Hipster sings better. Probably not. And that would be Emily that's singing.
Yeah, that would be
We've
me.
hear hipsters sing. I
Yeah,
wanna
we
hear
have.
hipsters sing.
Yeah.
I've never heard him. Well, like a little bit. for
Ukulele,
like
redeem
5
ukulele time.
I can't now. I've got to
Well,
turn it
yeah,
off.
but like in your normal streams.
Thank you for reminding me. Let me turn my stuff off.
Yeah. Yep.
I
So
always forget.
unprepared. So unprepared, you guys. Tisk tisk.
Mm.
Okay, okay, whatever. Yeah, I wasn't that prepared this time. I'll be real. That's true.
I was
definitely could've done
prepared at 8 in the morning.
Says the girl who forgot to turn her redeems back on for like 2 days.
That's different, man. That's different.
That's actually different. That's not any. That doesn't have anything to do with this.
It's okay. We're all human. We all have
Are we though?
brains.
No, you're not. I'm the only one who's human.
Yeah,
here.
she's the only human. Both in the game and in.
We all struggle with brains.
What's a brain?
Exactly. I don't know what a brain is, but it's a nice word to say, don't you think?
Brains.
Just brain.
Brain.
It rolls off the tongue.
Not really.
No,
Anyways,
really.
we ready?
Your
You
audio
sound
has
so far away,
changed.
Mike.
Yeah.
That's because I put my thing up so I can eat.
Ah.
We ready?
Resoft
is
still- Resoft's still going live.
Pizza.
Lucky.
Select your character.
Your mom.
Ooh, okay. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like the D&D Beyond page for like the character sheet. That's cool.
And whatever role you make in that app shows up in game here.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna keep with the computer because there's no point.
I can do this.
Well,
so
I
sheets
mean,
that-
I like this because I can actually read stuff and not have to actually squint to try to see and read the text.
That seems like a personal problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am panicking. Okay, here we go.
Why are you panicking?
I don't know.
Panic.
Panic, 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 panic!
I'm panicking. Okay, hold on. Let me knock. Knocking. Where is... Hold on.
You should be able to just join my stream together. I set you as a favorite, so you should be fine.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Rez. Welcome
Hello.
back.
Hello.
There we go.
Oh.
There you are.
One moment.
A bit.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Yeah.
Bibbidi bobbidi, I'm on your property.
Hippity
Yeah.
hoppity, I'm now on your property.
Now get off.
No.
Oh.
Get off my lawn!
You're the one who invited me on your
Yes.
shoulders.
Test, we can see you, Lily PJs. We can't see you. You are
Hi, Lily.
now in the shared chat. Let's
Yes.
go.
Okay.
Yes.
Here, look. If you guys want to see what I was talking about in terms of the little name tags, I gave you guys name tags.
Oh, let me see.
I thought they were pretty cool.
Is it just me? Or okay. Oh, that's neat.
Hang on.
Yeah. I should have put a little DM. Hold on. I should put a little mic thing right there next to the. You know, here, let me do that real quick.
Instead of DM, instead of DM, put sitting right next to it, like right off to the right
Hi,
or
Kitty.
right up to the edge of the lip, put inconspicuous hat.
Inconspicuous. Did I spell that right? Hold on, I gotta
The
make sure.
magical hat.
Weird talking hat on my head.
The sorting hat.
Inconspicuous hat.
The sorting hat.
The hat from Harry Potter.
That smiles back.
Hat
The hat that smiles back.
I'd be kind of freaked out if the hat smiled back at me. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, that was just the first thing that popped.
No,
into
that
my
was
head.
hilarious.
I thought that
love
was hilarious. That's fine.
I'm trying to figure out, because Hipster, looking at your stream, everyone's facing one way and I'm just facing the other way.
It's
Shame
called.
on you,
I don't know how that happened. I'll
You
be
go
honest.
against the flow. You go against the flow. I don't know what you want.
Okay.
It's a trendsetter.
No, you're not facing the wrong way. You're just
okay.
facing the camera.
Yeah, you're just facing the
Luke's
camera.
Luke's looking at the camera like in the
Yeah.
office.
Okay, so what I do now is grab this, grab that, bring that into here.
Oh,
make
now I
that
see it.
Smaller.
You didn't have to put my whole last name.
Oh, I did put your whole name. I put Lady Aria too.
Well, yeah, but she's Lady
Yeah,
Aria
think
Steele.
Oh, that's fair. Oh well.
You don't
Always
have to
like
put
that.
Babblebranch.
You thought her
Lady
first name
Steele
was
is
Lady.
just Lady Steele is just a nickname.
Oh,
Why
okay.
does it look like both you and Allard, both
Oh, that
you
looks
Yeah.
awesome.
and Luke's
I love that.
names just look like they're out of a Wild West?
Oh my
Like you would
God.
see that.
And then
printed
I'm
on
a
sign.
neon
Yeah,
sign.
perfect.
And then I'm a
That's
neon
perfect.
sign.
Okay,
I'm so
look,
fancy,
I wanted
love it.
I wanted to take time and like figure out what font would work for everybody. So Aria, I
Understandable.
thought of something fancy. I wanted Ella to have, I don't know, something vibrant, so neon. Allard's an elf, so I don't know, something a little on the fancier side, but also kind of bold. And then I accidentally copied Allard's onto mine. And then there's the inconspicuous hat.
Yeah,
Yes,
yours would
I am
just
the
be scribbles.
inconspicuous
Yours would just be
hat.
scribbles.
Yeah.
No,
For some
no, we're
reason
gonna go
my
with Comic
token-
Sans
Can
for
we get
mine,
started?
okay?
Can we get started? Can we get started? I'm really
Yes,
excited
yes,
about
yes,
today.
yes,
Please,
yes,
I want to
yes,
get
yes.
started.
I can't. I don't know why my token won't change. Oh, never mind. I'm so sweet.
Let me turn on my music. There we go.
No, it's
I
still
might have a question to ask the
And-
dude.
Nice.
Okay, I have an answer.
Hopefully.
You first.
Well, first we have an intro.
Yeah.
Luke, or
No!
But
Hi.
I'm also, but I'm
Fuck
also
you.
not, but
Mike,
I'm also not
no
sure if I want
question
to
for you.
ask it because it's related
question
to my
for you.
character.
Anyway, welcome to Magic
Wait.
and Mayhem. As you can,
Wait, you need
Oh
to
my
talk.
God.
You're starting. Hold on.
Bruh!
Oh
I
my
need,
Look.
God.
I need
Okay.
to, I need to
Look.
my screen.
Nice, Luke. Okay, well, while he's
Ladies
doing
and
that, Mike,
gentlemen,
Now you
Mike.
can start.
while he's doing that, can you add the token in? It won't let me do it. I don't know why.
yeah. Should update the next time you have a thing.
Okay.
Next time I put it down.
Anyway,
Okay, now you can start.
Welcome to Magic and Mayhem, folks. As you can already see, it is
Mayhem as per
chaotic.
usual.
Man, it's
We're crazy.
Okay.
there's a reason we're
Woo!
called Magic
No.
and Mayhem.
Yep.
So,
Mhm.
welcome to Magic and Mayhem. This little group here plays Dungeons and Dragons. We have in the left-hand corner, we have our lovely. He's our recent barbarian Goliath. I don't know why he's pale as all fuck. He's supposed to be great, but Either
I'm
way,
feeling a little under the weather.
I'm the magical DM. Noise. The suspicious hat. We have Allard, or wizard, not wizard. Elf sorcerer. I'm gonna get that right eventually.
You'll get
Oh,
there.
yeah.
You'll get
Ella.
there. Oh,
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 he's disappeared.
and-
Oh, there he goes. There he is.
And we've got Ella, our
Hi.
gnome druid, and we've got
I exist.
Lady Steele, our
Human
creepy
warlock.
old warlock lady.
Creepy. Thanks. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure. Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
you did
creepy.
scare. You
Anyway.
did scare Lo-Kag, and you have a finger. You just have a random finger.
Actually, correction.
I
I
think
think
We
single
all
finger.
have fingers.
In
Wow.
your
Fingers
bag,
for life.
though. In your bag.
Yeah.
We don't talk about
showed
that.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, we
Anyways.
don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about
Bruno.
Bruno.
No.
Okay, we're
Stop. We're gonna get copyright.
We're not.
About Allard.
Wow.
We're not that good. We won't get
Play
copyrighted.
nice. Disney does
Anyway.
not play
They
nice.
do
So,
not.
That is true.
Last time we left off, you had found the lost spire of Nithrim. It is, from
that's
all you
fitting.
can tell, a spire that fell from the sky and landed upside down in the ice. You met a wizard who is not a wizard, who's supposed to be dead, who isn't dead. And when you went
He's
down
an
into this
illusion.
magical, yeah, basically the living illusion. But when you went down his magic murder hole, you found this robot, which looks a lot like the paladin you all had gotten used to traveling with.
Who
See
died?
back episode 4. Anyways, so
Did you say see episode 4? That's so
yes,
funny.
Yeah.
see episode 4, because I'm not explaining all of that all over again.
Basically,
If you'd
he's
like to
dead.
know- If you would like to
Dancing
check
soon to be
this
posted on my
robot-
soon to be posted on my YouTube chat. I'm gonna take time tonight to start like getting those cut and uploaded. I promise.
However, if
It's
you are
okay.
impatient, go check their VODs because they have all streamed it. I have not, so there is no kind of
Yeah,
issue
I
with
have.
that.
I have most of the highlights. I think I actually missed
Oh
that
no,
one.
my OBS
Actually,
crashed.
shouts out, my
Everything's
friends.
dying.
Luke.
Anyway,
No.
Luke is up.
Wait, Luke, did it actually crash?
I'm gonna go Ronald Reagan on this.
Luke is,
Ronald
Luke is struggling
Reagan.
though.
Wait,
Hang
wait.
on.
Hang on.
Oh god,
Genuinely.
that didn't help. That. I'm gonna shake my headphones off my head, and it's gonna be funny.
That
I'm
sounds about
hoping,
right.
actually, we'll update to all of you while we're waiting for Luke to get back. I got money for my birthday.
You'll...
I immediately spent it on some Raycon headphones.
Not
so
sponsored.
Those will be on the way.
Not
Yeah,
sponsored.
Not sponsored, by the way. Not sponsored.
I picked up.
You can sponsor
Actually-
if you want though. We
yeah,
would
you
love
can sponsor.
that.
We
Listen,
would love a sponsor.
I'll take your money.
I have my Raycon sitting right here.
sponsor,
When I
yes.
got started with my last job, which was around 3 years ago, I picked up their work headphones. Best headphones I've ever had. They were really good. And
Again,
being
not
able
sponsored.
to work outside, not sponsored. Being able to hear things from the outside, with their pass-through was great. My problem is, my ears are shaped weird. They are smaller than the regular smallest size of earplug, gels that come with.
Teeny ears.
So they don't stick inside. I get teeny tiny ear canals, which probably explains why I was so hard of hearing for the longest time. So I prefer over-the-ear headphones. I went, fuck it, I'm gonna just buy some this year. And so I ordered them on Saturday. And they're supposed to start shipping today, and I've seen no update on that.
Why is there a magic
I
firefly on my
mean,
screen?
I
Control.
What is happening?
I mean,
Who is
I
the
suggested
fairy?
The one that I have.
Oh my.
I have
Who's using
the-
magic?
I have
Cease.
the one.
Fireball,
I have the one
fireball,
from
fireball!
Check.
Alright, you back? You back?
Yes.
Excellent. So,
Good.
last we
fireball.
left off,
Fire, please
you...
stop.
Okay, well, I'm gonna disable magic here in just a second if you all don't stop.
Sorry, I'll stop. I'm stopping. I'm stopping. I promise. I'm sorry. I was
I will
just getting
turn
distracted.
this car around.
Are we there yet?
Are we
Anyway,
there yet?
Are we there
Oh,
yet?
really quick before
we
we
there
get
yet?
started with the session. Before we get
Can we
started
stop
with the
for
session,
snack?
this is a reminder that we will not be able to constantly read chat like we usually do, or try to anyway, because we are going to be mostly paying attention to the session to keep the immersion going. So if we don't respond to your message right away, we're not ignoring you. We are just playing the game. That is all that's happening.
You're trying
So
to
just
stay in
a little PSA.
character as much as
Yep.
possible.
Yep.
And failing miserably, but we're gonna try.
Also, anything that we say can become a clip, and please give me content. I need more TikToks.
Don't
Yes, we
cancel
need-
me, please,
Please-
bruh. Please don't
me when
cancel me.
when I fail to spell immersion. Oh my god.
Hey, look, Kurt. We've got good news and we've got bad news. Good news is our show's popping off on Twitter. Bad news is it's popping off for all the wrong reasons.
Oh,
No,
oh no,
not
it's
again.
the Allard and Lo-Kag fanfic. Oh
Oh God!
Hi, Nana.
Listen, it's not a fanfic. It's a buddy cop movie in the
You all.
making. You can't stop this.
You can't stop it. It will happen.
Follow.
Anyway,
Okay. By the way, I have put the pin message.
Yeah,
that
I
we're not
saw
gonna
that.
read.
Thank
is
you.
not-
excellent. So
Anyway.
Lo-Kag and Allard have
Sorry,
already been off
all
on
of
an
you. I will
adventure.
be.
Oh,
I am talking.
Allard.
I have the talking
Mike-
stick.
Mike's about to.
I can't wait. I can't wait for the beach episode. I can't wait for the beach episode.
Oh
All right, I'm
no.
gonna start with this, Mike. I don't think we're gonna get through this.
Yeah, you better.
Sorry,
just start
sorry.
yelling over us.
Continue.
Anyways, so you had dropped down into his magic murder hole and found this robot, which looks a lot like a mox. The medallion you used made him a friend.
Yay!
Yay.
And you came into this magic room with the magic murder circle that will turn illusions into reality. So,
What? Wait, murder
You
circle.
were all-
Hold up.
it was a
Hold up.
continuation of the magic murder hole
Okay.
joke. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Everything's fine.
So-
Everything's fine.
Don't think about it too hard. So,
Uh-oh.
as you are all like sitting around, getting your breath, catching up on it, there is a knock
Yeah,
on
the-
the door right behind Lo-Kag.
Who can it
Oh.
be knocking at our door?
The screaming stopped. I don't see them.
Oh,
them
that's
permit.
nice.
Is everything okay in there?
Yep, we're all alive.
Oh, okay, you're alive. Okay.
Allard, could you
Come in, please.
tell the could you tell our new friend here that this other friend is
I mean, it's an
I'm gonna
illusion.
leave,
It's
I'm
an
gonna leave
illusion.
Krintaz outside.
Yeah.
Can I come inside?
I think
yes,
so.
this
Good.
new
Okay,
person
thank
is
you.
also our friend.
Ah,
Please do
thank
not
you.
hurt them.
Oh, gee. Okay. This guy's a little worse for wear. Okay. So this is the circle. Excellent. Okay. Do we want to test this before we test it on me?
Well, we don't know
I
who
mean, I'd
uses
rather not
has, but
explode into snow.
yeah,
that is fair.
Yeah,
we
that's
just
what we
okay.
were just discussing. Yes.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna sit over here. Do any of you know an illusion spell?
Two of us do actually.
Great. Make something, anything. Maybe. Let's try a dagger. Dagger would be good.
I
Couldn't
think
we make something bigger than
Well,
a dagger?
We could, but we don't want to risk using all of the energy that it has.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
You need to be
I
careful
could
with
just
this.
wink out existence. I could turn into an amalgamation of magic and weave, or I could just not exist anymore, and I would rather not happen. So if we could just test it, something small, anything small.
I know.
How long
before- I know.
I
Last
can-
time
I
we
can
were
make
talking about
something.
the wild mother though. Like last time we were Like we asked about the wild mother.
Let's just deal with the circle first, and then we can
Alright.
ask our question.
Can I become a real person, please?
let's make sure that our friend here doesn't instantly die on us,
Yeah,
please.
I would rather
fair
not
enough.
have that happen.
I'll use prestidigitation to make an illusion of a dagger.
I didn't know you could do that.
What?
but-
No, I don't think
I can.
prestidigitation can be used
Yeah.
for that. No.
It says you create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that can fit in your hand.
Okay, that works. Okay, go
There.
ahead. He's gonna tap the center of the magic circle. Go ahead and just set it down right there,
Mm-hmm.
please. Okay, so, I am gonna need. Let's see. Let's see.
I just felt the water
Go
was
ahead and
already out of
touch.
it.
And he's just sort of like going around the magic circle. He's gonna be. His rope flows, but there's no like wind that comes off of it. He's just turning around and twirling. But there's no pushing of the air. He is just there. Go ahead and I think touch that over there, and he's gonna point to a stone that's at one corner over by Allard.
I mean, since I'm over here in the corner, I might as well touch it.
Go for it.
Okay. And the light, the disc underneath it, like the magic circle, starts to glow after you touch it, and it takes a second, and with a sharp snap, there is a flash of light and a slight clank.
Ooh.
Okay, don't stab me, but check if that's real.
Alright.
I think it's real.
Try to
know
stab
if
like
it's
one
real
of
or
the
not.
rocks or something.
Yeah, try stabbing a rock.
Yeah, sure. Well,
Let
go
me
on.
s-
You gotta
Go on,
Allard.
Allard.
Pick it up.
Go on, go on,
Yeah, you're the one who
give
made
it a shot.
You're the one who made
Please.
it.
He's just daydreaming.
Please.
Let me see what you have.
A knife!
No!
A dagger!
Nice!
If Mr. Allard can't do it, I will.
Allard just pokes the tip of the dagger with his finger.
It seems real enough. It's not sharp in the slightest. It's very much like someone took a picture of a dagger and just made it that way to an uncanny degree. It's not sharp, but it comes to an edge, and the tip itself is just pointy. In fact, everything about it, from the leather handle to the actual guard itself, everything, including parts that aren't supposed to be metal, feel like cold metal.
Well, it definitely feels real.
Okay.
That's a good first step, at least.
That's great. Okay. Let's hope to
Alright,
God
well, your turn.
that lasts. And so he's gonna just sort of walk into the center of it. And okay. Same thing. Go ahead and touch the same thing.
Okay. Allard proceeds to touch the rock in the corner again.
Okay. And it glows. It gives a starf light, and then it just nothing happens. It just stops.
Do you feel
Is
any
it-
different?
No, no, which is concerning. Please, give it one more try, please.
Alright.
Okay, well, it works again. Just touch it again.
Yeah. there is a glow, and he starts glowing, and it's like, yes, yes, and then he just collapses, and it is just the field of magic that you can see is just forming around him before it just collapses in on itself in a small little. You feel the air just implode, and he is just poof, ice and snow just everywhere. There is a running of footsteps outside in the hall as his guard is just running for it. He knows the guy is gone.
Wait, what?
He's dead? Did we just kill him?
What?
Oh god.
So in that little pile there's a variety of different trinkets. There is a little pendant and several small little books, a variety of like 3 books. He'd gotten clever with trying to hold on to this stuff by, having a bag that just sit everything in, but with him just collapsing in, both the illusion of the bag and him just gone.
Well, that didn't go quite to plan.
Mr. Sir Construct, Allard, could you maybe ask the Construct what just happened?
If it even knows.
Can you explain what just happened to him?
It seems that the magic that he was created out of, was incompatible with the magical field that we have.
Magical field?
Oh.
Yes, the magical field. It is part of the theorem that the weave itself can interact with itself and also contradict itself. It is still a unknown field of study, which is to say, unknown.
Perhaps we should have asked about this first.
Well,
As far as I could tell, you were doing everything right.
I mean, technically, in the end, even if we had asked about it, it still wouldn't have worked anyway.
probably.
And he
From a GM's perspective, to
probably-
let all
he
of you know,
probably-
you've
He
effectively
probably still
completed
would've
it.
pooped anyway.
Okay.
It's the problem is that I rolled on the thing. So
Oh.
first time I rolled, it was a perfect 98 out of 100, which means the object that you would put in there became real.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
The
So-
second time it rolled a 50, which it glows and then it does nothing. And then I rolled an 8, which
Oh my
is between a 1
God.
to 10, which instantly collapses whatever illusionary magic is in the circle.
So we got
Killing
incredibly
you.
unlucky.
He got
Wow.
incredibly unlucky, and he's just like, it's working, and then he just implodes.
Oh no!
And I actually felt bad for him too.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
The
Perhaps-
white
I know-
bodyguard is just gone. He's left. He ran.
I know.
That seems like somebody else's problem now.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
least we
Um,
don't have to explain how the guy is back whenever we
yeah.
Yep.
get
True.
back.
I would have
Only
liked...
Emily is gonna get this, but he was a Sentimonster.
Miraculous
You're right.
Ladybug reference, don't worry about it.
Oh.
Oh. Alright, anyway.
Aria and I just confused.
As you guys are just sort of sitting there discussing,
Can I pick up the stuff that he
security
had?
bot. Well, you could definitely do that. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Um,
The
want
security bot is just
treasure.
gonna go and do what he did before and just sort of hang out in this room and just stand there.
is there any and the guy and the stuff that the now deceased friend was holding? Is there anything like any sort of like What's all was in? Did he have
an
on him?
amulet and 3 books or something.
Like 3 small books. They're basically booklets.
Probably also
looking
had
over
the
them
Book
with
of Pranks,
your
probably.
yeah, looking over them, they're just, yeah, one of them was the Book of Pranks. It was another copy of the books you had picked up, and the other one was the book of what's it called? Rain Not Working. It was like a book of recipes, and then one book is just like fun facts about this place. It's basically a brochure.
I mean, we might as well look at the brochure.
It is for a country and town you have never heard of.
Oh, jeez.
Interesting.
Can I do a history check just to see if I've heard of it?
You could. Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
Allard, would you mind translating a couple of questions for me? With the security construct.
1.
Oh no,
I got a 1!
You have
No idea.
idea.
No
you know
idea.
What? Lo-Kag wants to roll for history. I'm probably gonna get
Go
like
for
a
it.
3.
Yeah, go for it, Lo-Kag.
Well, I will also try.
Not bad.
Oh, actually, okay, maybe I have heard of it.
You might have heard of a really, 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 really old city, as in a couple thousand years ago old. But no, really doesn't come up to mind beyond that. And as for Allard, yeah, nothing. Nothing.
I remember thoughts of an ancient city, but it hasn't crossed my mind.
Whatever it is, it's probably
Whatever
older
it
than
is.
this tower.
Whatever it is, it's probably ancient and older than this tower.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Older than Allard, jeez.
And I guess I'll also pick up the amulet that he dropped.
Yeah.
As well.
Cool. So, he had not attuned to the amulet because it is a magical amulet. What it does, unless you have like identify on it, you won't know until you attune to it.
Oh, that can only go well.
Yep.
Can I do anything with Arcana to see like what it would be?
No.
You can try. If you give me a really high Arcana check, then yeah.
Okay.
But only if it's like, I'm gonna say 18 or higher.
Wait, what is he trying to do?
He's
Figure
trying
out
to
what
figure
the
out what
item
it's
is.
casting identify on it.
Oh, gotcha. He's trying to
So
roll
if you get
a
an 18,
14.
I mean, I could try
18
too.
He gotta roll 14 high. Aww.
17! Oh! So close!
I don't know
So
magic,
close.
otherwise I'd roll.
You could try, but nothing.
Partially, I also wanted to see who it would be better to give to.
Yeah.
Well, you could probably have that checked out in town.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Don't attune to it, just on the off chance it's something cursed.
Let's put it in the bag.
Just on the off chance it's something cursed.
Knowing all
Anyways.
so far.
Exactly. But,
you wanted to ask a question?
yeah, I wanted
Hipster?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Hipster was talking about wanting to ask a question of the robot here.
Yeah, I had my questions ready. I was hoping Allard could help translate since I can't directly speak to the construct myself.
Right, because you don't know Elvish.
Right.
My whole 20-page crashed.
Going to Allard for translation.
Oh my god, Allard! Are you gonna ask the question?
Allard's dead!
Yes. So, first, where this tower that we're in, where did this tower fall from?
Oh, it fell from the great city of Nithrim.
Nithrim. Is that the same
Yes.
city that's on the brochure? Just
No.
No, okay.
No.
Good question.
And this city of Nithrim, where did the city land? The rest of the city, I mean.
Unknown.
Yeah, I didn't think they would know that. I mean, they've probably been here their whole life. Or conscious life.
Still, it was worth a shot.
We briefly spoke. Did you have any information about the Wild Mother? I feel like I remember.
Unknown.
I was gonna say, I think you asked that last week.
Yeah, I did, and then we cut off after Mike said he might have some, pulling up information about the Wild Mother.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that was me being stupid. I apologize.
Those happen often. That happens often. Between all of us.
Yes, it does. Believe me.
Wow.
What? Did you just realize what I said?
No.
Yes. Yes.
I have one more question for you, if you wouldn't mind. Would you be able to locate the city?
I have been offline from the network for 9.
Oh no.
9. Error. I can roughly estimate the trajectory of the city.
If you could, that would be great.
Due east.
East.
From this direction, from where we are
From
now.
here.
Thank
Due
you.
east.
Thank you.
That is all I know.
That's enough. Thank you.
Were there any other automatons or constructs that were here at one point?
Yes.
Can you tell us
I
more
am
about
one.
them?
I am I am a line of security robots that was used in the city of Nithrim. It was easier to keep the peace through an automated network. I am one of the scholarly versions. I am designed to help with keeping the books orderly in the library and with searching for various functions.
I see.
So essentially a reference librarian.
Yeah.
Correct.
Although I don't think he's much use in here anymore. I mean, there's not.
I
really
have a
much.
library to tend to. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you...
You've certainly helped me. I have nothing else.
Did anything happen to any of the other constructs? Because you seem to be the only one here.
Unknown.
Crap. I wanted to see if I could find out more about a Mox, considering they share a design. Like, granted we kind of know what happened while Mother brought him.
Well, I was gonna say, wasn't it mentioned that the construct has the same symbol on his shoulder?
That's why I was trying to figure that out. Ask him about the symbol.
Do you want to examine him further?
I definitely would.
Sure.
Okay.
Investigation or?
Yeah, investigation. Because you'll be looking over him specifically.
4. Gosh dang it. 6.
Well, he's more than willing to stand still for you looking over him. You're not really able to find anything of particular note beyond the fact that he's always been facing towards you guys. So when he's standing still, you can go around the back and he's got a giant crack on the left shoulder where you can see inside into him. And instead of being a green flame like Allard was,
Eating a Mox.
it is a Mox was. Instead of like how a Mox was, it's a blue flame and it is going strong.
Huh. Can you tell us more about the symbols on your shoulders?
Oh, that was from the line of security robots. I used to be one until I was redesignated.
Who redesignated you?
Classified.
Well, I don't know that he's going to have much else to tell us.
Wait. What was
Is
a
it-
Mox's real name again? What was his real name again?
Perks.
Perks. Can you ask
If
him if
you
he
think-
knows about perks? Like, maybe that might help? I don't know.
There is an unknown. That he doesn't know anything about perks.
Gosh dang it.
The name doesn't bring up anything in his thing.
A good
Darn
thing.
it!
It was a
Is
good
it-
attempt, yes.
Nice try.
I had-
weird that I? Is it weird that I kind of want to take him with us?
No,
Well,
this
no, that
is
I
a
think
mock
you're going to
number
have to
2.
drag him out of here.
Yeah, I
too.
think
Yeah,
we'd have to
you would
drag
have to
him.
drag him.
And I don't think he'll be leaving. He
I'm
seems
gonna
quite
carry
content
him.
here.
I'm gonna carry him under my soul. Under my shoulder.
No, no, no,
I've
no,
got
no.
a robot friend.
Sweetheart, last time you tried that, he nearly broke your arm.
Don't need to remind you.
Yes,
Let's
if you
maybe
remember
not push it.
from the last session, you tried to grapple him, and he bent your arm back out of the way.
So I don't think that would go very well.
I don't want to hurt him.
Well, I suppose the townsfolk will be happy to hear that this is a relatively safe place.
Well, as
For
long
them.
as they avoid this down here.
Well,
Cause
yeah.
he attacks anyone who doesn't have the symbol or who is not designated a friend by like Allard or someone who has the amulet. So
I suppose that is fair. So we'll just warn them about that, I suppose.
You had mentioned that you have a library to attend to.
Yes, the room that you met me in.
is there
Do you
Sorry, you first.
Do you happen? You're fine. Do you happen to have any like interesting books or like any magic books or anything?
I can go check. And with that, he will start heading out of the room past you guys and head into the other room.
Fair enough.
Well, I suppose we should follow.
Yeah.
Through the wall. Instead of going all the way around, I was just lazy and just went through the wall.
So
Fair
he
enough.
is just, he enters the room, he goes to the wall, he is a bit of a distance from the wall, and he starts fingering through the air.
Oh,
And then
Oh.
fingering through the air.
I think.
And fingering through the air.
I think he might
Allard, I think
be-
your construct might be broken.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean,
If
he
there
has a
was
giant
a
crack
shelving
in his
here,
back.
It was, yeah, if there was like a library in here, it has long since
Mhm.
not been here.
Oh,
I mean, we can still ask for information at least.
can we ask him to see if he can identify like the bug person upstairs? Like,
I don't think he's able to go up there.
I mean,
No.
it's still within the castle.
He is just gonna continue
you-
fingering through the air.
Do you happen to know anything about the strange bug creature that's upstairs in the cage?
Give me one moment to bring this back up.
DM panicking.
No, it actually says it here inside here.
Okay, good.
I just need to find it again. It is a 3 queen.
What?
A 3 queen.
And that is...
A race. They are often, if I remember correctly, they are from the Underdark. I'm pulling up the wiki right now. Give me a second.
Hurry
Let
up!
me just bring up the wiki.
We
'cause
need
I-
all the information.
God, you guys are so needy with information.
You're the DM.
I'm done asking questions.
Yeah.
It's called being curious, man.
Yes, it is. So I'm gonna do this. He is just going to power word blah at you guys. So, bloop. If you wanted to know what a Thee-Kreen is, there you go.
Oh.
Where?
Oh, wow.
In general.
Yeah, it's in the Discord.
Oh,
Perhaps it was a prisoner.
Probably.
Of some sort. Though, based on the state of this
It looks
place, I
kinda
assume
cool.
it was a creature, being
Ooh.
studied.
Interesting.
a race of nomads and hunters. do have to say the design looks cool.
It's cool, but also
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
icky.
it's so annoying.
So
I mean, it could be
when it comes
worse.
to-
You're not
when
wrong.
it comes to the D&D aspect of all of this, they're a race from Spelljammers, which is fantasy in space.
Oh.
Basically you get spaceships that run on magic, so you have to expend spell slots to fly them.
Huh.
Which is cool. It's just I don't
But
think
why?
it's in...
But why is he here?
I don't know.
Oh no.
He hasn't. The DM's not decided yet. We're just gonna.
Yeah, it doesn't say here. I can't give you any more information.
Oh, does it? Oh, does it?
No,
just
it doesn't.
no, it just like it's like part of the like the campaign that is.
No,
just in
it
there?
literally just says it will identify the body as a Thecrene. That's all it says.
Oh.
That's
All right,
literally
then.
all it is. It's like, look, I will show you right here.
Hi, kitty. Meow.
This is what it tells me directly from it itself.
Hello.
Really?
This is what it says in there. That's all it says.
Sorry, I have cat.
We can definitely tell.
Succeeds on a DC 20 intelligence.
Somebody got it.
No, you asked the robot what it was. He was able to
Oh.
identify it for you.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I don't know that. I don't know that he's going to be giving us much more information, and it doesn't seem like he has
I
what you're
just-
looking for, Allard.
I just really want to know, like, how he's related to a Mox. That's the only thing. Like,
Maybe a Mox is created from the city.
yeah.
'Cause he had
Perhaps
mentioned
finding
that
the
it was
city
a
will help you
future.
find more answers.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, which
That's what I was
direction was.
getting to, mysterious disembodied voice.
He said east.
He said
This is me
east.
pushing you.
The city is east.
Yeah.
How far east? How far east? No clue. It could be a couple miles. It could be a couple 100 miles. It could be a couple 1,000 miles.
I was.
You have no clue.
Well, I was wondering, like, what direction was the black cabin in? Like,
Oh,
back
that was
west.
west from here.
that was west.
It's west
Okay.
here.
Opposite direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure that. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Never mind. Sorry. What's going on? I had a train of thought and it just stopped. So,
Thought.exe.
What are we doing now? Are we heading up out of here?
shall
I
we
mean-
head back, perhaps? Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, they did say
Just-
that we should get there before a week is over. So,
Yeah.
otherwise they're
We should,
gonna...
we should at least return back so they know that we're alive.
We're alive and that it's not too dangerous. Although we should warn
Yoink.
them about the dragon.
Yoink. Funk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they
forgot
know about the dragon. Lo-Kag, you knew about the dragon. You know of the dragon. She's been around for years. You've just never seen her in person. You've heard warnings of, hey, there's a white dragon flying around somewhere around here. She doesn't bother people. She goes hunting for elk and deer and fish
Well, that's
mostly,
good.
but she leaves people alone. And then you had her drop in front of you guys. So
Well, that's
yeah,
good. At least she doesn't think of us as a snack. That's good.
that's a good thing. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Correction. She doesn't think of me as a snack.
It's a snack.
The rest of you, possibly.
I mean, I would hope
Possibly.
that Lo-Kag probably not, considering he's a lot taller than me.
Oh, no.
I'm not
Oh,
as
no.
worried.
Locog's a whole meal.
He's
Damn
not-
right.
You are giving me too much to work with, Luke.
Exactly.
Oh my. Yes. So, as you're all heading up,
Lo-Kag and
Oh.
Allard fan fiction when?
so it is nice and calm, and well, you watch the guy explode into snow. That can't have been great for the mental health reason, but
Oh yeah,
for the
no.
most part, you got out of that nice and safe. And so it's, all ready and nice and good.
We've explored
and-
the entirety of this castle, right? I believe so.
Yeah,
I believe
you
we did,
explored
yeah.
every room, and
You
you're
actually
heading
did, yeah.
toward-
I realized I forgot to ask my question, but it's okay.
What was
You're
the
headed
question?
towards the door again, and it's probably blue clothes from the looks of it. But with the door open,
Oh.
there's
Well,
Oh!
right. I am starting to show my age. Goodness.
My roll 20 isn't loaded.
damn it, for fuck's sake.
I don't know what's going on. It's this stupid Chrome.
Roll
Uh,
I see
refresh.
2 Arias. This is terrifying.
What do
I see
you
2
think I've
Arias.
been doing? Let me just close Chrome and reopen it.
There we go. I
A
found
dramatic sting dampened by the fact that Luke is having problems.
Ah!
For fuck's sake, Luke.
Why do
I
see
can't
2 Arias?
react to anything if I don't see anything.
This is where your imagination comes
And I thought
Yeah,
we were
go
going
to
back, and I
acting,
thought we were
Luke.
leaving, so I switched back.
There you go. Look, you're back. You see this? This is all good. This is happening.
Ruin.
Okay. There we
Ruining
go.
the dramatic moment.
You good?
Okay.
Again, Luke.
Yeah.
So we try
Okay.
this again, Val.
Dramatic sting, violin sting. Do 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 do. Door opens. There's Lady Aria in front of Lady Aria.
Well,
Um,
well.
I-
Isn't this interesting?
Can I hold up the lantern real quick?
The lantern's glowing green.
Here's
Don't
the
I have it?
problem.
I have it. I think I have the lantern.
No,
Here's your
not that
problem,
one. The other
though.
one.
Oh.
The other one.
Here, yeah,
The
which
lantern's
Lantern's
one?
glowing
certainly
green.
going green, but we're kind of in the similar situation. We're kind of in the within range of it.
Um.
I'm
That'd be
afraid
crazy,
that's
but-
not going to be enough for you.
That'd be
Oh,
crazy,
I
but it might
I
be
was just making sure.
So
Would you like to explain yourself now, or do I need to drag you out of that tower by your ear?
that is a good question, Changeling.
I.
Why are you me?
Fizz,
All right.
hun, you know, you're right. I am starting to look a little old. Goodness, I should really maybe maybe it's the cloak. Should I dye my? Do you think, or should I dye my hair? What do you
I
Fizz?
think dyeing your hair might might look good
Yeah.
on you. I think like a nice like brown or blonde, or maybe
You
even
don't
black.
even know which one's real yet. You're just agreeing.
I mean, considering
Uh,
well,
I'm
considering you've been
confused.
with us
Who's
this whole
hipster
time,
speaking for who?
that's the real question, ain't it?
Shit. Okay. The one in front of you guys will raise her arms, and
Which one?
it is the one that's standing in front of you,
This one.
directly in front of you.
This
This
So
one I'm
with
just kind
her-
of moving it around.
Yeah. So the one that's
Oh.
directly in front of you, with her back to you guys, will raise her arms, and I'm gonna do this,
I'm
Bloop.
Oh.
And still wearing the dress,
Holy!
still wearing everything that she had.
oh dear.
The hands go a much similar gray, a slate gray, like Lo-Kag's, but it's more of a monotone fat gray. And the hair that is outside the hood just goes stark white. And for Aria, it is much more clear what the face looks like. Yes. Yes, I want to show it to people. There you go. And
There you go.
it's just...
Why is he kind of handsome though?
hot.
Why he kind of hot though?
God
Okay.
damn it.
Lady Aria and Changeling fanfic when?
Please no.
Okay, okay.
Enemies to lovers.
What? So, I'm gonna put my hand down. Do
You-
not blast me, please.
You have something that I want.
Okay, okay, okay.
And good lucky for you, you actually have two things that I want. Now, where's the first one? And you know exactly what I'm talking about.
So he's gonna reach into his bag, and the little knapsack that she's always carried around. This guy, you hadn't noticed until this point, but it's a different size and a different color. Not quite the same, but it's a little off. And he just raises a very large, flat gem. If you think of rupees, that's what it looks like, except it's jet black like Charlatan. Okay, first one here. And he's gonna put it back in the bag.
Hand it over.
No, I have a. That is my bargaining chip. It's literally the only reason why I'm.
Can I try to like?
Oh, that's not the reason that you're standing here. But if you'd like to explain yourself, go on. I'd love to hear it.
I was about to say, can I try to like slip past him and grab it as I run past?
Do you want to give me a dexterity check to see if you can grab it?
Yeah, either dexterity or sleight of hand. I think.
I'm also kind of confused because wouldn't it make sense if Lady Aria was right next to us? Why is she all the way over there?
Because
we've been with a changeling. Are you
that daft? Since the beginning of last session, the changeling took Lady Aria's place last session. I told me out briefly to have a little reveal, but you guys didn't realize it.
Yeah. What did you say? Sorry.
Listen, at any point in this last session, you had pulled out the lantern to see if you can grab it. The lantern to see if you can check. You would have 100% had it green the entire time. Because
you just never. You just forgot about the lantern.
I thought it would have been. I thought it was on my hip the whole time.
I've been. You didn't think to look at it.
I was gonna treat it as if you had, because lamp. It requires oil to burn, and then the flame is what turns green. It's not something that stays on all the time. You would have to actually turn it on and light it. So that sort of thing of it sticking on your hip like that, I wasn't going to say, hey, look, the lantern's turning green. I wasn't going to have that moment.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hey, I'm going to check to see if the lantern's green, at which point I would have just described you pulling the lantern off your hip, turning it on, and the flame going bright green as it goes up.
But I mean, also to be fair, it was also just us last session.
As you go to slip past, and your hand goes into his bag, and he just sort of slaps your hand.
I imagine just like dangling it over her head, like, yeah, sure, hon.
I would like to do a intimidation check. I'm gonna stand right over him. I'm just behind him, just look at him.
Okay, go ahead and roll intimidation. And I'm trying to remember.
We are failing so badly.
He's just gonna listen. You're cute, dude, but that's
God damn it!
Great.
What the hell?
Changeling and Lo-Kag fanfic.
Children, everyone, just calm down. Don't worry.
I'm trying to remember what it is. The second thing you needed from me.
We'll get to that. But first of all, do you want to explain yourself? Would you like to have a chance to explain yourself?
Not
After all, this doesn't have
to
come to blows.
I'd rather it not, and I'd rather secure my safety before I start talking. Because you know as well as I do, when it comes to the court of the Shadowfell, loose lips sink ships.
Shadowfell?
So, Lady Aria, where have you been this whole entire time?
Oh, just
I knocked her out in East Haven, so I'm assuming that's where she's been.
Well, I did wake up with myself having found out that I was burgled in the middle of the night and my entire party gone, which was.
I left you an extra set of winter clothes. I didn't have to do that.
You didn't, but it was very nice of you.
I didn't want you to freeze to death. Well, when I was coming back, it would have felt bad.
You're really not helping out this enemies to lover thing.
Exactly.
Look.
Listen, no, this is believe me. This Fizz, what do you think? Do we hear him out? Because remember, Fizz is still a here. Or do we?
I'm curious as to why he stole the gem in the first place.
You have.
I mean, we know why she wants it back.
You have.
Why would you be so stupid?
How about this? How about this, my fine friend? I give you 5 minutes to either give me a very good explanation, Or I decide to get something. We decide to do this the harder way. And
Okay.
believe me, you do
Okay.
not want that.
Okay. You, big guy. Lo-Kag, I think? He's gonna point to you, Reese.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna point to you. You had that, tube, right?
The what now?
Oh,
The tube
Black
that you picked
crystal
up?
tube.
The
Yeah.
black crystal tube?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Can you
you
pull it
picked
out
up.
for me?
do not wait. Black crystal.
Uh-huh.
Just a
What
second. For a
did
reason.
you-
For a reason.
Don't
Please
touch
pull
it
it
with
out
your
for me.
bare. Allard, do
Please
not
pull
touch
it
that
out
with
for
your
me.
bad. Allard, do not touch it with your bare hands.
Look at me.
Do
Look at
not-
me. I would not be saying this without a reason. Go ahead and pull it out.
Give me one reason why I should trust you.
Do not touch it with your bare hands.
I
If that
was
is what I think it
directly
is.
behind you when the robot was having its moments. If I wanted to sink a knife into you, I would have at that point. Please pull it out.
What do you think?
The fact
Lady
that
Aria?
no combat happened when combat could have happened should be enough. Please pull it out.
What do you think, Lady Aria? Should I do it?
This one is a Fae, and Fae are known for their trickery. As long as you do not touch it with your bare
True.
hands.
Through truth, excuse you. I'm a little
As
proud of
long-
the fact that I haven't directly lied. This little
No,
interaction here.
You
Oh,
lied about
please,
being
no.
Lady Aria this entire time. Why should I
Huh?
trust you?
You never asked.
He
never
does have-
knew.
And then
He does have a point.
He does have you there.
does have a point.
They cannot lie directly, but they are still known. But hence why they are such tricksters. Now,
Yeah.
Lo-Kag, as long as you wrap your hand in a cloak of some sort, you should be able to safely touch it. But if it's what I think it is, you
Yeah.
do not want to be interacting with it for very long.
Yeah,
Allard,
that was
cloak,
the part that you
now.
didn't ask about. But just pull it out for me, please.
All right, fine. I don't. Do I have a cloak? Hold on, do I have a rag? or
You've
something?
got your kill.
You have the kill.
That's true. I can use my cloak.
No,
I'll use my
no.
Just ask Allard for his cloak or something,
Yeah.
please.
I'll just use
For,
my. I'll
for
use
our
my kill.
decency.
Okay, so you reach into the bag that you have and you pull out this spell, the tube scroll that you had there, and it is pristine black crystalline structure. And the changeling reaches into his bag and pulls out the black crystalline gem, and he holds it up next to it and gestures to them both. They are made of the same thing. The
I mean, that's not
reason
too
why
bad, you see.
the reason why I stole it was... Alright, I should start from the beginning again. I am... Let's go with Thorn. Because real names have power, and I have been a thorn in your side.
You're not wrong.
Have.
You really had
We
to
can
tell us
just
that?
call me Thorn for now. I am Thorn of the Court of the Fae. More specifically, I am a prince of the court.
Huh.
I was a little more curious than I should have been and took a look in our record. Turns out a long time ago, the matron of our court, the head of our, got this gem as a gift a long time ago. It has since not been as powerful as it's been, and I did a little digging as to who gave her this gift. Do you want to connect the dots as to where we're at and this here, or do you
I'm
want me
gonna
to spell it
guess
out?
that this is your guys' old home.
Oh no,
No?
sweetheart, I'm from the
You
Fae.
are sorry, Ellie. I'm afraid that's you. There, you're quite wrong on that. Did you find out about this tower though? That would be pertinent to
Uh,
Thorn's.
We know it was a
own little
floating
search.
castle in this. We know it was part of a floating city in the sky.
Yes. And now we know that it is in the region somewhere. Look, I've been trying to find the origin of this to see if I can get a fresh piece for myself. It would help with my standing in the court if I can bring to the and with my eventual death with a little bit of a gift to sweeten the deal of bringing back, I don't know, a larger chunk. But
So let me get this straight. You wanted to improve your standing with the court
yes,
by stealing. It's one of its most important.
borrowing. I just haven't returned it yet.
Stealing.
That's
Borrowing. I haven't
stealing.
returned it yet.
Yeah, tell
And
that
were
to
you
the court.
Fully
intending?
intended to return it.
You really think that the court's gonna fall for that?
No, but they really won't care if they have a far more powerful artifact than they've had in eons show up at their front doorstep with the guy that stole the last one and still holding on to the last one.
Honey, you have gone about this the wrong way. Oh my
I-
goodness. Fizz, you were
I
Fizz,
tried
this
to
one
get
is
approval the first time. It
Fizz, this one's
did not
dumber than I
work.
thought. My
Listen.
goodness.
I will admit it was a little harebrained, but
Oh my
I will-
goodness, you are. You know what? And everyone gives me flack for being a dumb little human. Oh my goodness.
I wouldn't say
Fizz.
that. You're the warlock
I'm
of the matron. I'm not gonna say that about you.
Oh, you
I know
wouldn't
better.
you wouldn't within an earshot, that's for certain. But you
No, I
certainly thought
wouldn't
it
in
when you took my
general.
place.
No, I genuinely wouldn't in general. Now that I see that you've actually got the entourage or intern with you, I'd resent that. It's just gonna be Fizzy
Fizz
popping
is
up
my
at the intern.
Fizz is my partner, actually.
Yeah.
And
Compatriot.
quite a valuable partner
And
too.
he's effectively your royal seal, if I had to put it into terms for
Well,
the other three here.
I let Fizz decide that. Now,
Yeah,
it's for
but he's the
you.
closest thing to a royal seal you're gonna have walking.
What I do have to thank you. You have delivered me quite the prize here.
Look, how about this? My goal was to find the city and figure out a way of getting either renewing the power that this had or what gets something better from it. It was
Do you know why you were denied originally when you tried to quote unquote get permission?
because the city was lost and no one knew where it was. Lo and behold, I'm standing in it.
And yet you brought do you know what this region, who is currently in charge of this
Yes,
region?
I've been here for a year. I found out pretty quickly when I got here who runs the show.
Mm-hmm. And you have brought the court, one of the court's most powerful and precious objects, into the hands and lands of a rival. Did it ever occur to you how much danger not only you were putting yourself in, but your court in? How much danger you have put all of us in?
Well,
Okay, what? I'm sorry, but what does this thing do? We need to know.
Hush for a moment. Hush for a moment. I need to scold this child. Actually, I don't need to scold this child. Fizz.
and he's just sort of standing here. Listen. Before we get too heated, how about this? Your guys' goal, is to end the winter, correct?
Yeah.
Well, that's
That
a
is
side
the-
quest for me, to be honest with
That's
you.
a side quest. That's a side quest. You specifically, Lady Steele, your goal is to get this back to the court, correct?
That
Open your
is the goal.
hands. Open your hands and he tosses the gem over Ella's head
Well,
into your palm. Here's the gem, first and foremost. I have a proposition. I will make a deal with Ella, I believe your name was?
what's the
And he's
deal?
gonna, address, yes. Ella? Is that your name? Well,
Why would I tell you?
okay, fair point. Your druid here. I will make a deal with your druid. I will reveal to her my name, and she will reveal her name in the binding ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
And
Go on.
if so I'm not tricking you here. Binding ceremony means if I do anything directly to harm you, druid, it's not a very pleasant process, and vice versa. I will promise to help you all find the city and fix what's going on here. And if you do that with me, then you don't kill me?
Well, that is quite an interesting deal, I must say. But there is one thing that you forgot. There is one more thing that I need from you.
Okay.
And Lady Aria just takes a few. Lady Aria puts the gem away. She just takes it. She's all sweet old lady. She takes a few steps towards him, and gently, just enough to get with arm's reach, gently pats him on the chest. You're the one I need. And then Fizz, I think it's time to call her.
No, please. At least not here with them. They're not allowed to have an audience. You know how
Ella?
particular she is about the
Allard,
audience.
Rez, please give us a moment. I mean,
Rez?
I
Who's this?
or sorry,
Rez guy?
Lo-Kag. Sorry, Lo-Kag. Allard, Ella, Lo-Kag, you're going to want to head back into the tower. There's no need for this, and believe me, I do not wish to endanger you. This one, on the other hand, and she just grabs his collar.
Hey, look.
This one,
I-
however, I was told. You see, the gem wasn't the
Bring
only
me in,
thing
dead
I
or
needed.
alive. You can still bring me in later. You can still bring me in.
Oh, you've already given me what I
need.
need. You've already given me what I need, which is the known that the
But
city
you
is
don't
real.
know a way of... Okay, listen.
And apparently, my
city
friends here
used-
probably heard your conditions, unless there's something else you have.
Okay, more
I'm
information.
sure-
This city, as far as I'm aware, used to have powerful wizards, right? Right?
I wouldn't know. I'm just a sweet old lady.
Oh, wow, you guys... Okay, so, you don't know about the Drugar.
what?
What?
You don't? You really don't?
Lady
Oh,
Aria
wow, I'm
has
so- I'm
has
so-
DM,
I'm
is this
still
something,
super
DM, is this something we're
confused.
supposed to know
Value.
about?
I might actually have value then, with, not being killed. So, I don't know if you guys heard about the robberies or not, but the
I feel like I
Durgar,
vaguely remember.
the Durgar have been stealing, the gemstones, the black ice. They've
That
been
was in the-
stealing it for a really big thing, and I don't know what about, but they're hoarding a lot of it. A lot of it.
It's a shame. Fizz, it's quite a shame. I quite like this one. He's very talkative.
very talkative, very useful.
Very loud, I should add.
Please, just hold off with calling her. Okay? And we can just, we can figure this out later. Okay? You can give her the gem if you want. Or you can give her the gem and a bigger artifact while you're at it at the same time. And I can help you find said artifact. We just need to find the city.
I'm gonna guess that this her you're talking about is probably the queen. That's what
Very
I'm
astute.
thinking.
Very astute.
Yeah.
I love. No. Oh yes, the lovely queen, my patron,
I see.
whom
Queen of the
I have been
Shadowfell.
quite loyal to for the past several years.
And your loyalty will not be questioned if I got away, but you got my belonging. And you
True.
found something bigger and better to give to her afterwards.
But I was so looking forward to getting to deliver
You
you
can
to her.
still do that.
I guess I'm a little
You-
jerk myself.
Out. You can still do that, just later. Okay? I will be helpful to all of you.
Lo-Kag,
if you
could
can
please
stay,
Lo-Kag, could you take Ella and Allard inside, please, and keep them in there and keep that door shut?
please
quite
do not
firmly?
do that. Please
As
do
you
not do
wish.
that, Lo-Kag. Please do not do that. Please do not leave me here.
I'm
See, the
sorry.
thing is,
I'm not talking to
Thor.
you, Changeling. I'm talking to Aria. I would not.
You're
take you
gonna
inside.
kill me
Let's
if
go.
you leave her with me.
That's
I
my
would-
problem. How?
I could help. I could be useful.
I feel like there's more to this. Can you explain what's going on, Lady Aria?
Yes, I
Um,
feel like we're missing a lot of crucial information here.
this
Mhm.
this changeling stole something very valuable to my queen, and I am here to get it and him back.
I borrowed the gem from the court.
You
I
stole
was-
it.
I was stupid to bring it into this region here without knowing that the region itself was underneath the
And yet you did,
Frostmaiden's
and yet
control.
you did, and instead of leaving immediately, or at least why? You know what? I'm confused.
What was I
Here's what
supposed to
would
do?
like
Go back? They would have done the same thing you were about to do. They would have killed me.
Oh,
Doesn't
I'm not.
matter that I'm a
I'm
hot one of the court.
unfortunately, I don't think I get the pleasure of killing you.
Yeah, you're delivering me to my death. But
Mm-hmm. That I am.
intended to find the city, bring the gem to the city, find another piece or something more powerful, and come back with that. My intention was to make the better, higher standing, increase my standing with that, yes, but also return with both the gem and everything else. If I died here, I died here. If I take up the court too early, I died.
Body. If you died here, in the my goodness.
I've also
But-
been here for a year and I haven't died.
Yeah,
And
I've been here
what
for a few weeks, and I haven't been found out either. But look at us both here now.
Okay,
I mean,
but
you almost died.
let me ask right now.
Ella, Allard,
can-
this is my
Can I
side of
ask a
things.
question?
Since
Can I
this
ask
one
a
is so talkative, I was sent here to find a changeling who had stolen something, as he would like to prefer the term borrowed. Though
Because I had the
mean,
intention of returning it.
still stolen until it is returned. And to be honest, it wasn't said. Whether you were brought in alive or dead wasn't specifically stated. And what is your question? Does that answer your questions, Ella and Allard?
Not
What
particularly.
what exactly does the gem do?
Yeah, that's also my question.
That is
I don't
not.
know.
That is not for you guys to know.
Well, then
This is
what? Why should we even help with getting this? Because what if we're just handing something that would be bad in the Frostmaiden's hands to some other god who will make it even worse?
This has been in the court for longer than this land has been in the Frostmaiden's hands. This gem. I don't think you have
Several-
much to worry about.
But
my
seemingly-
Years,
but
if I remember correctly.
But seemingly, you both want to give her something even more powerful.
Yeah.
Yes, she's my queen. Of course I'm going to.
And
As
how
she is
is that?
And,
Is that going to make things even worse for all of us?
Here, not for you guys, as long as you don't interrupt my audience with her. I'm trying to protect you all right now by having you leave. The queen
Or
does
you
not
could just
accept.
not have the audience. You could delay it.
Thorn, you are pushing your luck right now. Please,
I know,
Please be
but-
silent. Ella, look. A long time, several years ago, I swore an oath of loyalty to the Winter Queen of the Fae. Of the Fae rulers in the Unseelie Court, especially, she is not the most reasonable, but she is the most fair. Her rules are, while strict, are not as silly or stupid or ridiculous as her siblings. Hence why I called on her. Just recently, something very valuable to the court was lost, and this is an item that is crucial to the court, and has been with the court for longer than this land has been in the hands of the Frostmaiden. This item, which I now have possession of, thank you for that, by the way, Thorn, I was directed to return it. Now, I ask that you just trust me on this.
How can you when
The queen
probably the whole
does
thing,
not have-
all the stuff you've said up to this point has probably been a lie. We don't even know, nothing seemingly has been the truth.
No, unfortunately
Apparently.
not. But I did tell you that I was looking for a changeling, but
That was the only truthful thing we've seemingly had from you.
yes, because the sweet old lady thing is a lot easier to pull off when everybody else believes it. Believe me, no one questions and a lovely talkative old lady. And it's much easier for me to go by unnoticed. I do apologize for that. For that little bit of subterfuge that I did.
A little bit.
It was not intentional. And that is actually quite my personality. I just am unhappy with this one. Hence.
And I am asking for your mercy and forgiveness, and offering my help in return.
And then my question for you, Thorn, is why me? What do
Because
you-
you're the most honest.
Well, he does have you there, but remember,
He's
this
not
is a
completely wrong.
binding. Remember that if you
Yeah,
decided to
I
do this,
know.
it's a binding ceremony, and I can't stop
Listen,
you from that.
It's not going to kill you if I die. If you push me off a bridge, you die. If I push you off a bridge, I die. If you fall off a bridge and I don't try and help you, I die. But otherwise, it simply means I have insurance as to not be turned in until I help you guys finish your business here. At which point I will go very, very, very willingly with you back to the court.
But that also means that if you betray my friends and I don't help you, then I die.
No.
What?
No. I wouldn't ask you to betray your friends to keep me alive. If I betray your friends, I die.
Ella, your main concern is the object, the gem, correct?
the gem.
You are worried about it
Which
falling
you're
into
not
the wrong
telling
hands.
us what it does.
Well,
So
no
what's
one really
the point
knows
of
what it
worrying
does.
about it?
Because nobody knows. It was a gift given to the queen, and it's a very valuable and powerful.
many years ago.
Why
say
should you
that-
trust either of you?
And for the one thing, if you're worried about power, Fae are always squabbling about power. That is
Clearly.
It's no different
just
from
like
human kingdoms. Or politics.
it is. If you think human politics are bad, you should.
Oh, yeah, no. Try
This is
spending a
why I
million
don't
and make
approach
war.
them.
Seeing that you've lied to Miss Ella this entire time, why should she trust you about anything going forward?
Exactly.
Well,
Me?
I mean,
Or-
you don't,
Both of
you
you.
don't have to.
Wait.
Oh yeah, no, I don't expect you to trust me after this. I completely
And I'm
understand.
giving you a contract that would make me have to be within trust of you guys.
I was not speaking to
Within
you.
trust of
Changeling.
Ella, not the rest of us.
I was speaking to
Well,
Aria.
trust of Ella in extension to the rest of you.
You won't be earning my trust.
Yeah, I know. We'll
And
also be
here-
following you willingly into the arms of the court when we're all done here.
Sometimes. Somehow I doubt that.
I will
I can
follow
give
in
you
your
my
course.
word and my name on it.
I do not
Don't
trust
know.
either of them as we do now.
I also don't trust either of them.
I don't.
Because how do we
either.
know that if you give your queen the gem, power does stuff to people? So how do we know she won't
Listen,
just break her own
listen.
fair rules?
Okay.
You've clearly
Up
not.
until I stole it.
You-
Until I stole the gem.
Thorn, they have not. They have never met Faye. They have never interacted with
No,
them.
they have never. No.
They have
Very
no
clearly.
clue.
No.
Yeah.
You should have taken them to the Fae Realm sometime.
Oh God, they would
If
die.
I'm still alive, at the end of this,
Allard,
I
you
will
should have
pass.
you should have a
I will
visit
pass,
support,
thank
lower
you.
levels.
One thing you should know about the Fae is that while their rules seem ridiculous to those outside, they love their rules. They will always stick to their rules. They love their games. They love their rules. They will try to subvert their rules, but they will stick to those rules. Even if it means their death.
Bending the rules is fine. Breaking the rules is not.
Exactly. Hence why the Fae don't lie. But they will bend the truth when it suits them. Hence why I warned you of this one's trickery. And honestly,
And
of my
hence
own.
why
I
I
haven't quite
took her
trickery myself.
form to get in here.
Yes, we're gonna
I
talk
didn't-
about that.
Yeah, but I couldn't get onto that wizard's team, and God forbid I did. He murdered everyone.
Probably due to that black object that you had Lo-Kag nearly touch.
Okay.
Black ice,
Have you checked
Charlatan.
it?
It is.
Yes, it is Charlatan. It is Charlatan. Not. Well,
It is
I
a
mean,
potentially corruptive. For goodness sakes, I can't deal with
have
this
you
right
checked? Have you seen if it's solid or if it's empty?
now. If it's empty, then it means the Red Wizard took it.
Yeah. So open it.
Go on, Lo-Kag. Let's make sure that this thing is safe, at least, if nothing else. Let's get one thing out of the way. Just remember, do not your bare hands until we know more about how this works.
I look at you both with disgust, and then I'll open it. I don't know how to open
So
it, but I'll open it somehow.
It's gonna be a bit, and you're finagling with, using part of Allard's cloak to hold it, and then another part of it to grab the top and sort of pop it open. It's not gonna unscrew, but it is, there, and it's trying to get your hand on it. I'm trying to find the exact thing of where it is. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Come on. Okay, where is it? P13. Got it. It is perfect. So, with a little bit, you will, boom, and it is like you pop the cork on like a nearly empty bottle, and it just goes boom. That very, very dull boom.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm.
like that, and it's musty. This thing has been sealed for at least 1,000 years, if not more. And inside of it is a spell scroll of invisibility.
Interesting.
A scroll of invisibility?
Yes. It is a scroll of invisibility.
I
The
take it
spell
this
scroll,
is-
more specifically.
I take it this isn't. Is this what she wants?
No,
No,
this is
no,
this
no.
is just to
This
make
is-
sure that you two are safe, that everybody else handling
Yeah,
this thing
no,
is safe.
I
Look,
see.
One thing I've noticed that a lot of the clerics in the towns have been doing, do any of you have detect good and evil?
I think the only one who has it is Miss Aria.
Do I have that?
I think.
Do you?
DM? I don't know if I do, DM.
I'm checking now.
I know you have detect magic, but
Yeah, you
That's
have
detect
detect magic.
yeah.
I don't have anything.
I didn't want to interrupt
Okay.
the conversation y'all were having, but I was gonna say something. But I was gonna
Yeah.
say something along the lines of like I thought you were different from other warlocks and I could trust you.
Damn.
Because
Adding on to the drama.
In her defense, she, lied to you as to why she was here, but she didn't
I
stab you
specifically
guys
said-
in the back.
I said that I was looking for a changeling. I did not say specifically why I was looking for a
Why?
changeling.
And she followed the rules of the Fae. She didn't
Mhm.
lie directly. She just
And to be
Well,
honest with
do
you, it was not my place to say what I was specifically why I was looking for. What I was looking for. I am simply an agent of the court, and I have
A
rules
bounty
to
hunter,
follow
if you
just as
will.
anybody else.
Sorry.
Oh, I do
But
like the
how-
idea. I do like the term bounty hunter. That's a new one.
If I've
Bounty hunter and
half
warlock.
of
What do you
I've
think,
heard of what-
sis?
if I remember half of what I heard about you is true, yeah, it's a good moniker.
But
There's
also,
a
how
reason
do
I
we
am
know
called
that
Lady
you won't,
Steele.
that you won't
And
tell us
Lady
more
Fingers.
white lies from now on?
I have never specifically lied to you, and everything I have done has been trying to protect all of you. I have considered you my friends, and I do apologize. No, I was not only supposed to be here by myself. I was not supposed to be here with anybody else. It was just going to be me and Fizz tracking Thorn down.
Happy accidents happen. Fate is weird.
That it is.
So, I will be happy to make that deal with you, Miss Druid, and impart any. Well, I've actually told you all the information that I know. Aside from the
Real name?
Yes, my real name. But she will know the real name because if you know my real name, you could bind me in a spell, and I would rather not be the Thorn for short.
I don't know if it's just me, but Mike is cutting out a bit.
It's cutting out a little
Just a
bit.
little
but
bit.
That's okay.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
That's fine.
It's because you could use my name in a ritual. I won't give you my real name, but I will continue to be a thorn in the side, so Thorn for short. Listen, so long as I'm not actively given up without very good reason, I will be traveling with you all. I will be helping you in every way that I can. Genuinely, I want to make it to the city and figure out what's going on with the city as much as the rest of you.
I mean, as of right now, I trust him more than Lady Aria.
You trust the person who stole someone's face. I see how it is.
I can
But I
take
suppose that's only
anyone's
fair.
face.
Well, at least he's not lying
That's
to
not
us.
fair. I was born this way.
And what is not? My goodness. Yes, that is not fair to you. I do apologize, but I still have a job to do.
Yes. That after you give the gem,
Did you ever
probably won't be as time constraintive, right? I mean, she isn't known for patience on such matters,
Exactly.
but if
And
you
as
give her the gem, the patience will increase. No?
And what do
I
you
won't become as...
and what do you suppose that I tell her?
That you encountered me in the you encountered me in the tower. I got away. I ran into the wastes.
Yes. Sure. Because she'll believe that. Do you know how I've gotten my standing so far? It certainly wasn't by doing something so stupid as to lie to the queen.
You will think of it further beyond you got the gem back. The one thing she's been focusing on. I'm not important. The gem is.
True. That is true. You're not real that important to this equation, which means if you had paid more attention to who I am, you might have suggested that I try and get you a lighter sentence.
Later.
Instead,
the city is important.
that it is.
Everything in this area is revolving around the Charterlin, it's revolving around the Frostmaiden, and it's revolving around this city. I got a DM checking in.
I will also say for context reasons about Lady Aria, Allard has a bit of a vendetta for warlocks.
Well, that hardly affects me. That hardly affects me. That seems like a you problem.
I know.
Allard, I don't know if you've realized. I frankly do not care what people think of me.
Allard.
Seen how I'm willing to
Not
go
this
and
type of warlock. It is a specific type of warlock that you're keeping an eye out for, not this kind. They had its different patron, not a Fey patron.
Look, I have for my friends here, I have tried my very best to explain to you how the Fae work. I can promise you that so long as I personally can, as long as you do not stand in the way of me returning this gem to the Queen, no one will be hurt. And believe me, you do not want to get on her bad side. I frankly have seen what happens, and this one should know better, but clearly he doesn't.
Considering
He's
most
just
of my
gonna
life
just
has
sort
been...
of stand there and look away while twiddling his thumbs.
Considering most of my life has been about lies and betrayals of trust.
Frankly, I have not been trying. The only one so far who's betrayed your trust is this one who turned into me. I haven't been using you guys for anything. I simply said I am looking for a changeling and warned you about him. I did not ask for your help for it. I did not request any assistance whatsoever, actually. Fizz probably has been screaming at me for that, seeing how my life is... If my life goes, his is forfeit. But all I have done is try to protect you as best as I can without getting you involved in my own personal business. And I did that because none of you have any experience whatsoever with the Fae. And I know what that is. I have seen people far smarter and far more intelligent with far more experience stumble into situations with the Fae and come out far worse because of it. I was simply trying to protect you all. I did not mean to lie. All I wanted was this one and the gem that he stole, and that was it. After that, I planned to help you with the Frostmaiden. That was my plan. I too want a revenge on Amux. I want that. You think I went after? You think I was so determined to go after Sephic because I thought he was this one? No, I just wanted revenge from my friend. I wanted justice, just like all of you. And I want justice for these people as well. I plan to uphold my promise, because that's what I do, is uphold my promises, Thorn. But, seeing how, if you are going to be so determined to make a deal with this one, go on. I will not stop you. I frankly cannot. It's up to you. But I have things to do. If you would like me to perhaps get you a little bit of a lighter sentence, I have some ideas in mind. The Queen, I think you underestimate that, like you said, the gem is more important. You not so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a few things in mind for you. But
return the gem, and I will help you solve your problems. Once the problems are solved, you can take me into the court. Because it would be, bring me in yourself.
I have to drag you in there by your ear.
And I will
Fizz,
gladly
look,
let you do so
Fizz.
after
Do not
this is all
let this one.
fixed.
Look. Lady Aria kind of like lets go of him. Don't let him out of your sight. I need to talk to Fizz. You all.
I'm not going anywhere.
Believe me, if you better not. Because if you do, it will be my blade that pierces your heart. Understand?
Okay. Thieves can't honor.
You do know what happens to people who get on the other side of my blade, correct?
Yes.
Good. Fizz, come here. We need to chat.
Oh.
Well,
Oop. I'm moving.
My hat's gone.
I was gonna say I don't mean to break the fourth wall and all, but I feel like this is like a grandma scolding a grandchild.
you're not entirely wrong.
But yes, Mike had mentioned about like the one type of warlock, but really technically, due to Allard's past, which you all will find out later
Yeah.
someday, because of lore.
Lore!
Basically, pretty much, he doesn't like warlocks, and so, it like was kind of obvious at like the beginning that he kind of like had like a not like how do I say this correctly?
Suspicions.
Yeah, suspicions. At first, he didn't like Lady Aria, but he, decided to actually, give her a try and actually trust her. But now that seems to have gone
bumped.
awry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Been thrown out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am trying to rebuild my own trust with my own tribe. Now I got another damn thing to deal with.
Yep. Hi, kitty.
I mean, honestly, like I had mentioned, right now I trust Thorn more than Lady Aria.
I don't
Because,
trust
I
either
mean,
one of
he's-
those two now.
I know, but at least he's actually giving us information, whereas Lady Aria could have told this to us the whole entire time.
Well, she does seem like she was just trying to keep us safe, but
Doesn't
I
matter.
don't know.
Those you travel with, you tell them from the start, no matter what it is. That is bond building.
Yeah,
I would not risk my life for someone who doesn't tell me the full story.
yeah, I do agree.
I don't know if I can go with her. I can't go with her. That's my choice.
But, I mean, we're already wanting to go and check out the city anyway, so we might as well
Yeah.
let Thorn come with.
My goal is different from yours.
Mm,
I hope you know that.
I understand.
My goal is to restore my own trust with my tribe. I joined you because, well, I found you as good company.
And,
Understandable.
we're weak.
You're
Weak
breaking
is
the
out of
fourth
question,
wall.
Allard.
You should get that cough checked out.
This makes me think I should go
Yes,
back on my main quest.
It's cold in here, so yes, that's why I'm coughing.
I mean, to be fair, like, one thing that will probably restore glory is to, like, help get rid of the Frostmaiden and, like, restore balance to this whole area. To be fair. But I'm just very afraid. I don't want to have my life connected to this jerk.
Then you will say no. Simple as that.
But at the same time, I feel like we could use his help.
I mean, if
And
you don't want to, I can do it instead.
I don't know.
Or maybe mine. I have nothing to lose.
I appreciate it, you guys, but I don't know. I don't want you guys to get dragged down with him either.
As the protector of you three, I'd be honored.
Well, you have your own goals, and I don't want to stop you from achieving those.
You are right. My other goal is to protect you two. Cannot abandon that task for my own personal gain.
But also,
So,
I mean,
I volunteer as tribute. He may bond with me.
But then if we lose you, then who's
the
gonna
rest?
protect us then?
Then perhaps the
And
winds
to
will
be-
guide you.
And I mean, to be fair, I don't really have anything waiting back at home for me.
I don't either.
Neither do I.
We all have our own little bit of trauma.
Mm.
Apart from being cast out, I had nothing left. Apart from mother, but
Mother. Ma.
I hope she's all right.
I'm sure she's fine. I get the feeling he won't make a deal with the two of you, though.
I mean, we can try.
He better.
I don't know.
I mean, if he doesn't, I can always just use hold person on him until he agrees.
You're not wrong.
Those are my conditions then. It will be me that's bonded, or no one. Because at least I can take a hit. I will not mention previous events, Mr. Allard.
But it was I don't know if y'all had mentioned, but I had because they were talking about like because Thorn was saying I've been here for a year and I haven't died, and then Lady Aria was like, well,
I
I've
heard
been here
it, I
for
heard it.
few weeks. Yeah, and I was like,
I'm pretty sure he's more in the right there.
because he almost got unalived by Sephic. I hope they're okay. They've been gone for a bit.
I
That's
mean,
Aria's giving him a beating.
I will say
well,
this
they're
is
talking. She's talking with Cat
Fizz.
Fizz. Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Just the two
Nope.
of us.
Just the two of us.
We can,
We
make,
can
it
make
if
it
we
if we
try.
try.
Just the two of us.
Oh, they're gone. Run away.
Quick run! The tall,
we
the
lose
small.
Oh,
Are we
hey,
not
look,
good?
we got-
Oh,
We
there's
lost
Liz.
you for a
Ah.
second. I looked over and Luke was gone. It's like, oh no.
Sorry, I killed him. That was my fault.
So.
Hold on. I need to fix my stuff because a bunch of stuff just crashed.
Bruh.
And I also need to grab more water because I've been out of water and I'm very thirsty.
Well,
Be
while
quick.
you do that, I will pull. Edla, are you going to be making a deal with
That's
Thorn
what
here?
we were talking about. We were talking about maybe seeing if Lo-Kag could make the deal instead.
I also
Or
offered as
Allard,
well.
yes.
I don't know if
Flip a coin or decide amongst yourselves who wants to make the
I'll
deal.
do it,
And so
Allard.
long as I, have a deal with someone of your party, I will be happy to help.
As for your current state of living or not living, you are still a dead man walking, but you're a dead man who gets to walk for a little bit longer.
Thank you.
That's perfectly fine with me.
Excellent. So big guy, you're getting the you getting the deal, or is
I'll do it.
Twink getting it? Okay.
Wow.
It is quite a shame that you and I have to be on the opposite sides of this.
I can't use names. You know that.
Yes, but that
Big
was
whoop. Get it over with now.
Okay. So he is going to pull you into the side, into like real close, and clasp hands with you.
Sorry.
Allard.
Sorry.
No, you're not. You know damn well what you were doing.
He's not a sorry at all. Go on, you gotta go into
Sorry
the
at all.
whisper chat there. We'll let them do their thing.
I'm gonna grab water. I'll be back.
Yeah, go
do
on.
that.
'Cause I literally.
Ella and I
drank
are just gonna
the
stand off to the
entire
side.
Giant cup in like the first half hour,
Yeah.
and I've been thirsty.
Go
ever
on,
since.
go on. You're good, Luke. Go on. Get your water.
Get your water.
All right, Ella. I know you're mad. Get it out. You got that temper.
I'm trying to get better at it.
Sometimes release is good. Yell at me all you want. Go on. Or don't. Apparently, a glaring in silence works too, I suppose. I personally
I've
can
already
appreciate
said
a
what
good
I
glare.
wanted to say.
Yeah. For the record, I am quite sorry for misleading you, but I did not intend for anyone to be in danger or hurt, and I do still intend to uphold my promise to free these people. It just happens to come with some added bonuses for me, is all.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard anything about Fayella?
A little bit. I know they're tricksters. I know never to give them your name.
Well, at least you know enough to keep yourself alive.
Yep.
Fae, like I said, they are
Basics.
tricksters. Like you said, they are tricksters, and they can be ruthless. Some more so than others.
Indeed.
I chose to...
And with the
Just interrupted a moment, excuse
I'm
you!
sorry! I was
With-
dragged.
We
And
were having a moment
there's-
over here.
as you guys are
Sorry.
talking over there, they're close and their arms together start to glow. Magic itself weaves around over the clothes and over his muscles, and there is a brief tightening of this gold band that on his side is dark and like wraps of shadows because he is the Shadow Fae, and the rest is gold that wraps around Reese's. And after a few moments, it fades into a small band that wraps around each other's wrists, and they let go, and the band disappears for both of them. So, the promise is made. Pleasure to meet all of you. So, for
Well.
frame of reference, Thorn here is a level 5 rogue.
Okay.
So he is useful in combat, more useful out of combat. If you need him to sneak into somewhere and grab something, he can do that. He can shape shift into any face that he sees. For the most part, that he likes to keep a low profile and
Oh my god, I did 2
Keep it
Lo-Kags.
Oh,
no,
God.
it's like in just a second it's like with a little wiggle, you know that shimmy where he shifts his shoulders. It is he just sort of matches. He gets up to a max of like 6 feet, but it is just Lo-Kag all the way. Except Lo-Kag himself is taller. He can't match the height. But he just sort of shifts, and it's 2 Lo-Kags standing there, except one of them is wrapped in a thieves outfit, and the other
My
one
son!
father. It's his voice and
goodness.
everything. It matches him perfectly,
Oh, there's 2
and
of
then he
them.
just shifts back to his
What's that supposed to mean?
changeling form.
What do you mean there's 2 of them? What's that supposed to mean?
No, basically he turned into you. He had
No,
the
he was
same
talking to
face,
Aria.
same voice, everything, but like he did with Aria, except his clothes don't change.
Uh-huh.
Right, well, welcome, Thorn.
You better not make us
Apparently you are
regret
these-
it.
I assure you, you won't regret it, and neither will I. I'm only here to help you, and thus, in helping you, help myself not to die sooner.
You had
Mhm.
better get working on convincing me not to have your life end sooner than you want it to.
Okay, I will give the first piece of information. Did you know that Drugar are in town?
That I did not know. That's
One
surprisingly
of my
useful.
contacts in East Haven uses the ferry. I ran into them first. So, to help prevent them from killing me, I said I would help see if I can scout out any Charterlin in the areas. That was also one of the reasons why I was in here, was to see if I could find Charterlin. And
My DMs.
Yes, I'm checking DMs. Cool. Finished.
Thank you.
Got it. Anyways, I was, sent over here to like grab that, but there is no Charlin aside from that thing, as far as I can tell. We didn't do very much searching beyond that. But I've got a contact in town that uses the ferry. The problem is they can turn invisible and I can't. So.
Well, lucky for you, I can. So, if you need someone to go invisible for you, then I am your
Made it
lady.
out. That sort of thing. Either way,
I was gonna say, technically, you cast invisibility on someone else as well.
you could.
Yeah.
You'd have to touch to do that.
I can, yeah, so
I
I
don't
can...
know if you want to touch him.
Don't touch the dude.
Also, hellos, I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
So, now Shall we make camp here where there's at least some shelter?
Yeah, might as
I think
well.
we all need a break after this. I cannot believe I am doing this.
Yeah. So he will get, help get everything nice and sorted. Everything will get settled down. So you guys are going to take a short rest now. Are you guys going to be heading back to town after,
Yes.
the short rest in here?
Yes. Good, yeah.
Excellent. So if you have any spent spell slots, anything that you've used, any health that you've lost, go ahead and regain it.
All right. Hang on.
I had
I don't think we've lost
Thorn's
anything.
character sheet for the last week, so I haven't lost anything at all.
Yeah. I do want to know. Is it a short rest or a long rest?
Short rest.
Okay.
So it's only going to be a couple hours.
Oh, is there not an option on here for, like, if you're taking, like, a short or long rest, like in
No,
D&D Beyond?
unfortunately. Unlike D&D Beyond. And not burn it.
Sent you a message, by the way, Mike.
Yes, I see it. So,
Everyone has so many questions. It's great.
yes,
It's
it
called
really is.
lore.
Well, since we're
ready.
just kind of making camp, I'll just kind of like look at you guys like, oh, all right, you have questions. What do you want to know? No lies from now on. Everything I've told you has been the truth so far, but you're clearly all still very upset with me. So what do you want to know? Anything you want.
I mean, we've already got most of the answers.
But you still
So-
have questions. Go on.
Well, first off, what
I
was
owe you
that?
this much at least.
What's the deal with like the fingers and things like that you have in your bag?
Oh, that's a personal thing.
Oh,
That-
personal, she says.
Thorn, I'm still very much on the fence of whether or not to kill you.
Yes, ma'am.
So, remember how I said my husband passed away?
I'm taking it that was a lie.
No, he's dead. Oh, he's absolutely dead, and thank goodness for that. The whole world's better off without him.
Oh.
So, he was a monster. He was awful. My late husband, the Lord Devonshire, was a cheating and thieving rapscallion who liked to, in polite terms, take advantage of the younger maids in my house.
Ah.
Yes. 28 girls
Oh my.
that he hurt in some way. And when I discovered this, I decided to take matters into my own hands. I told you that the killer was wearing my face. That's because it was me.
Ah.
Wait, you killed your own husband?
Yes, he was a monster. Of course I did. Nobody else was going to. You think the law cares about female servants? They barely care about female nobles. Goodness, especially when it comes to human laws. I don't know if it's any different from you guys, but from where I'm from, everyone else would have turned a blind eye. My servants expected me to turn a blind eye. I only found out because I happened to overhear a conversation. So it was he certainly wasn't going to be he wouldn't be hung for it at all. If anything, I would be the one punished for not being available enough to my husband because I couldn't have kids. So, yes, I killed him because I knew there was no other way he was getting justice. And those fingers are his. I took them as a trophy. And also as part of a deal I made. As part of the deal I made with my patron. I believe she gave them to her cousin. I believe she gave a couple of the other 2 fingers of his hand to her cousin as a gift. But I'm not entirely sure. None of us believe. Like I said, the Fae are
They
interesting.
work in mysterious ways.
That's one way to put it. But yeah, that's what's up with the fingers. I keep a couple of them on me in case I do happen to run into a Fae because they do enjoy they have some interesting hobbies to say the least. But luckily, Thorn's only hobby here is thievery and apparently history. So it's a shame you had to turn out to be a thief, Thorn. I think you and I could have been friends at some point.
That doesn't mean we can't still be friends eventually.
We'll see.
We'll see how useful you end up being.
I can be very useful.
Well, you've been useful so far, so you get to live a little longer than you would have otherwise. But yeah, so anyway, that is hence why I am no longer part of the reason why I have been traveling for the past few years. In a sense, I have been on the run. Officially, I have officially, Aria Devonshire is missing, presumed dead. Unofficially, she was likely the killer, or the killer looked a lot like her. But either way, a monster is dead, and I am not sorry for that.
Fair enough.
But you can judge me however you wish. Like I said,
No,
he was a monster.
If he was a real monster, then I can't judge too harshly.
28 girls. I remember.
There's stories told of Lady Steele here in the court. She is one of few, if not the only human, that the matron of the court has decided to take in as a patron of herself. It's not uncommon for Archfey, lower in the court, but still powerful, to take people on. But the queen herself, to take an interest in someone, is practically unheard of.
I surprised myself, to be honest with you. When I was calling that night for help, I wasn't expecting for my words to reach the queen's ears, but somehow I seem to have caught her fancy. So, we'll see. Hopefully, I can I can stay in her good graces.
All right.
She is actually the queen is not what you think. Fae are tricksters, yes, and Fae are cruel, but the queen of Frost is not needlessly cruel. Well,
only strictly cruel.
More strictly cruel. She has laws and she expects them to be obeyed, but her laws are not. Oh goodness, you should. Yeah, remember this, Thorn. Did you ever have to endure the summer court? My goodness, the rules there.
Once I went with my mother.
Gods, the gods, the summer courts, the worst.
We, the Shadowfell, are more rules oriented. If how do I put it into humans' terms? If we are the political machine for in terms of
you're doing
human
great, Thorn.
society?
Keep going.
If we're the political machine in terms of human society, they're like high school
Chaotic.
cliques. They're cliques. They're very
They are-
cliquey. Incredibly cliquey. They
goodness.
don't like if you aren't in on the group, you're not in on the group.
No, the Shadowfell are much more. Well, they're
Frigid.
yes, we're a much stricter hierarchy, but a lot less fanciful, and goodness, a lot less facetious too. Or,
My second.
and all that to say is the Winter Queen does not care about human matters. And to be honest, the Fae generally don't concern themselves with the matters of mortals.
Shadowfell. The Shadowfell don't. But
The Shadowfell don't
Summer
generally.
Court, yeah, they love it. It's like
Yes.
drama for them.
The summer and the spring courts are love to get involved in mortal affairs. It's
Their
like a game for
Favorite
them.
play.
Yes, for them, and they do not care what kind of havoc they wreak. The Shadowfell generally keep to themselves, and honestly, in a kind of a roundabout way, actually keep the other courts in check.
Mm-hmm. So, we're gonna. Are we done? Any other questions for her?
I have one more
So
question.
before we
What the heck is up with Fizzy?
Oh, Fizz is Fizz is also a fae creature.
Of course.
Fizz is my companion and in a sense a bodyguard, even though I insisted I didn't need one. In turn. Not a familiar, as you've probably figured out.
Like a squire.
Yes.
Except for a warlock patron.
Yeah. Fizz is supposed to make sure that I don't get hurt, which, unfortunately for him, apparently I'm quite accident prone.
Oh. Yeah, no, I watched you walk into town after that guy. That was not fun.
But,
Yeah.
Fizz is a type of fae, and he is essentially, like Thorn said, my squire. He comes and goes as he pleases, though. He will be sticking around a little closer now, for a few reasons. And he is essentially just I don't actually know what else to say. I kind of lost my train of thought there. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
You're good.
I've completely lost my train of thought. I'm just like I'm playing with my little tea bag and I have no.
I'm playing with the pin, not a pin,
Nice.
like the clips for laundry and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
so
eating chocolate.
You're eating your popcorn.
So yeah, so Fizz is essentially a squire. He's helps to keep me out of danger and is let's just put it this way, if something happens to me, Fizz's life is forfeit, so I do try to keep myself out of danger, though I still tend to find myself in it.
As is life.
As is life, yes. So
Well,
that
are we
is
heading back to town?
that
Yes,
is
we
the
will
next
be heading
step.
back to town. I am waiting for Lo-Kag to get back.
Oh, yeah.
He went
Reese,
to
are
do
you back?
something?
Well, no, Reese went to go get dinner.
Oh,
and not
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is why I've been letting this short rest drag out, but I'm
Oh.
waiting for him to come back.
Oh,
Hi
did he-
there,
I'm
Reese.
right
Oh,
here,
did he
man.
message you?
Okay. I wanted to check to make sure that you were here before I went, okay, and now we're back in town.
I was so confused. I was like, when did he say he was leaving?
Oh, he messaged me in private. I'm like, okay, cool. I
Oh.
don't know why you messaged me in private, but okay.
I will
I
say,
didn't want
by
to
the way,
interrupt the.
that I've got I have at max 1 hour left
Yes.
before
So,
I gotta go to bed.
What we can do is we can head back to town, set up for whatever guys you have planned to do next, and then we will be done for the
Alright.
day.
Yeah. so-
Done for the session. So we can head back to town, turn in the thing, get what you guys, and get you get, and then
We do need
we
to
will-
like have an audience with the guard, don't we? Or not the captain.
yeah,
of the
that's what
guard.
that's
Captain
yeah,
of
that's
the
what,
guard.
that's what he
Yes.
meant for turning it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
with another person on the thing. So with
After
the
several days.
after several days, it is a nice trip back to East Haven.
Nice and
Thorn
very
himself-
tense. Very tense.
Very awkward and tense silence the entire ride over. But it is, Thorn will quite casually, as he's like, sitting in there, it is just sort of, you ever seen Mystique in the X-Men movies? Like Days of Future Past, right?
No.
Yeah.
Where she just sort of shifts. Hold on.
Yeah, I know
Days
what you
of Future
mean.
Past.
She her skin kind of just has like the scales
It
and then
just,
kind of just like
it just
flip over.
shifts, right? It
Mhm.
scales and shifts. No, not. I'm gonna do. Here we go.
It'd be quiet.
So it just sort of shifts like that. It's kind of like that, but instead of like the scales flipping, it's just sort of like a ripple that goes through him, and he goes from being the
Wait, did you send?
being.
Did you send a video?
Oh, yeah. Give me 1 second. Copy that. Sending it over. Boop, boop.
Let me find it. Ah, gotcha.
Where it just shifts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that, where it just ripples, but it's like a physical water ripple that goes through him, and it's just the hair shifts, and now he's a blonde human woman.
There we go. Sorry, I've missed everything that was mentioned in the last minute or two. My Discord crashed.
Welcome back. It is he is a
Oh.
he is a it just a ripple, and the hair just sort of goes from being stark white to being shoulder length blonde hair, and it's just human woman.
You look better like this.
That's a little hurtful, you know?
Good.
Just a little bit.
Good.
Ow. I did nothing well, I did that, but still.
Yeah. Don't
Ow.
Don't talk, buddy. Don't talk.
Ow. Anyway, this will help me get past here. I don't really have an identity in this town. So, is there anything in particular you guys want me to go find out?
Well, at the moment, I just want you to stay close by to us.
I can do that.
Because
Perhaps I go with him, seeing that we are now eternally bonded.
Eternally bonded. Look, listen. If his arm starts to glow, then I've done something wrong.
Oh, lovely. Alright. Well, that's good to know.
Well, it means that I've probably died.
I see.
Uh-huh.
And
So-
we should go back on the, the whole, what happens when this happens kind of ordeal with this bond. I'm supposed to protect you, aren't I? And
No,
if you die,
you're
but I'm
fine.
protecting you,
You're
I would die.
fine. You're not actively sending me into harm's way. You're not pushing me off a bridge, right?
Why don't we just as a party stick together for the time being? I think it'll
We
be
can
better
do
if
that.
we present a united
A
front.
survivor.
And we found a survivor
That works. Oh, you
hence-
found me along the way.
We found a survivor along the way. She is right here.
Do you have a
I know
name
it's-
to go for?
Come up with one. Sarah.
Alright. Whatever.
I'm not the most creative person. I'm literally a thorn in your side, and that's the name I went with.
Not the most creative, and it's interesting how you say you're not the most creative, and yet you can change into anything.
So, since you had mentioned that, in the Fae names, have power and all that. So is Lady Aria not your actual name then?
It is not. Well, in a sense, it is not. There are certain names that we take that you can. There are certain names that just hold a power over a person. The name that holds power over me is not Lady Aria nor Lady Steele. These are just these. Well, my name has long been Aria, and I am well known as Lady Steele. These are not the names that would essentially give you power over me.
Mm-hmm. And you would have to know very specific rituals with which to use it with.
Yes, it requires. Oh, and there he goes.
Hey, Luke, are you okay? You keep crashing.
Yeah.
No, I had to fix. The images weren't lighting up.
Oh.
It's fixed now. Sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
Anyways,
no,
so-
it's require it's a lot more complicated than simply just knowing a name. Though this one does know the rituals, so I would be careful.
We're taught it very young.
Yes, it's a
Listen,
names are power for the Fae. So
You don't trust me now, but I can and will be a very useful asset for you all.
Whoa, get to walking and stop talking.
Exactly. You talk
Anyway.
a big game for someone who could literally die with the snap of a finger.
I wouldn't say a snap of the finger, but you have a point. So, as you guys go into town, it isn't, the town itself is as busy as it was last you were here. I mean, that was around 3 or 4 days ago.
Well, it would have been more than
So-
that, considering we had another trip back. So that was three more days.
So it was 2 days there, it was 3 days there because you had to stop for the snowstorm and then rest.
Yeah.
And then you went fully there. And it was 2 days back because you didn't have another run-in with a dragon.
Or a snowstorm.
Snowstorm and a dragon.
Yeah.
So,
No, I was hoping to see her
very
again.
useful.
honestly, I
Just
I
go
wanna
off
hear
on
more
an
about this dragon.
Just go off on an adventure with the dragon instead.
I would like to hear more about this dragon. I'm quite curious. I seem to have missed quite a few of the adventures here.
I suppose we
Oh.
should probably give you an update on what happened. Well, this one grabs
Oh,
him by
yeah.
the ear. This
Hey,
one
oh,
took
yeah,
your
we
place.
met. Oh yeah, we.
Wait, how does
Ow.
Elf reach up to grab him? Because
Well,
When
if I'm assuming you guys are outside of town, you're still
Yeah.
sitting on the sled.
oh, okay, yeah.
So all
Oh,
you have
yeah,
to do is
we,
stand up.
Yeah,
Thorn,
we.
you're just
we-
gonna have to weather this. Believe me, I have seen the tempers firsthand.
Oh yeah,
I know.
we met a really old, crazy frost dragon that had a dead rider on its back, and it was talking to it like it was actually alive. So yeah, that was
Nice.
fun.
She was nice. I liked her.
Ah, boy.
She was
I-
nice, but
terrifying.
yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh goodness, I seem to have missed out on quite the adventure. No,
Where
I didn't. I wish
have
I'd met
you
this
been?
dragon.
Where have you been?
I was in town. I woke up in town because this
But
one.
how did you get
Put me
there?
into sleep.
How did
How did I get back? How did I get to you guys, Fizz?
Can
Fizz
you like?
tracked Thorn down, and Fey magic weird. Let's just put it this way: Fey magic weird, and not something that I want to use very often. Going between dimensions is rough.
Yeah, considering it's like a 3-day journey, and we had a magical sled.
To be fair, I was actually trailing you guys for quite a long time.
Yeah, but we still
Luke,
had a sled.
Do you remember last session when you saw that light in the distance?
Yeah.
That was her.
Oh,
That was
Oh.
yeah. I was actually trailing you guys for quite a while. I was kind of curious to see what Thorn was up to. Before
What?
I was curious as to why I wanted to know where Thorn was going.
yeah. What were you
and
even
why
trying
he
to
was so
accomplish?
No.
What were you even trying to accomplish? It's not like
Trying
we
to find
haven't.
a
I
city.
wanted to find, as I said back inside the spire, I was trying to find whether or not the city fell down in this area. Because it was reports a long time ago that the cities fell from the sky for some reason. No one knows why. They just fell from the sky at some point. I was trying to find any evidence that they had fallen down in this area. I was told that a wizard went out to go find something, found something important, and then killed everyone before coming back. So I wanted to figure out and find out, hey, what did he find? It could be important. The wizards have been hunting for stuff like this. Lo and behold, it's a spire. And then we asked the robot, hey, look, it did fall down somewhere in the east. So it's somewhere here in this frozen, god-forsaken, rocky area. Gods if I know where.
Well, you did say like you guys said, the robot said east. So I suppose if we go looking for it, sorry guys.
It's okay.
God.
If we find it, it's east somewhere. Just don't know where. Anyway, we're looking for, if I remember correctly, the half elf.
Guard.
Yeah, the half elf, right?
Yeah.
Right. So as you guys, get the sled in, get it, hooked up. It doesn't have any sled dogs, so you don't need to get to the thing. You can leave it outside your thing. Leave it outside the inn if you wish. But
Preferably locked somewhere, just so it doesn't
locked
get
somewhere.
just so it doesn't get
But
stolen.
after about an hour or so of hunting, you should be able to find Captain Arlath. I don't know how to pronounce it. You found the captain.
Yeah.
And
Captain Lady.
Captain Lady. So, she is very surprised to actually see all of you alive and with an extra person.
Oh, I was also wondering what happened to the knoll that we encountered last time.
Oh, he isn't here.
You hadn't seen him.
Haven't seen him. Didn't know where he went. So you guys have made it back, I see.
Yep.
Well, listen, as promised, I'll give you the rest of the stuff that he had. So he had this, and she has this small metal tube. It's a spell scroll storage. He had this, and he had this amulet of identifying.
Amulet of Identifying.
Yeah.
That'll allow us to identify magical thingies, correct? Yeah.
Sorry, what was that? Sierra came home.
Oh. I was asking the disembodied voice. That'll allow us to identify magical items.
Yes.
And stuff, right?
Once a day, you can cast Identify on something to cast Identify, but it's a very common, useful item that's been enchanted to use. It's very useful. So, are you going to use the single charge it has for the day on that amulet that you got?
We might as well.
Excellent. So, with casting it, it takes a few minutes. You're just standing there in front of her as you go. Okay, and after a little bit, it is magical. It is an amulet of pebble protection. It is a cursed amulet. It gives you +2 AC automatically for having it on and attuned to. However, so long as it is attuned to you, any dexterity checks you make will be made at disadvantage because it feels like you constantly have a pebble in your shoe.
So this is the
Oh.
pebble.
No matter what you do, no matter how many times you take off your shoe and shake the pebble out, when you put your shoe back on, you will have a pebble in your shoe.
No, thank
All right,
you.
who wants it?
No, thank you.
Just put it in your bag, Allard. I think we're good. Maybe
You
we
could
sell-
probably sell it for like 10, 15 gold somewhere.
Yeah, that was what
Yeah.
I was thinking. Probably sell it for something.
Still 2 AC is still 2 AC.
I mean,
Well-
Lo-Kag doesn't have great dexterity, does he?
Do you really want to go walk around feeling like you have something in your shoe?
Luke,
Instantly?
I have a 12 dexterity.
Oh,
It's not worth it.
Oh,
It's not.
right.
It's not.
I forgot. Somewhere in your sheet or somewhere on you, if you could, what's it called? Hipster. If
Yeah.
you could write down that you have 2 DM inspirations. So what
Yeah,
I'll be saying
Pulled it off.
is,
That's right.
What?
so what I'll be doing is that when I, approach you guys for something, if it's something specific, or if you guys play to your character, since now that I've got a good range of how your characters would play, if I do, for instance, you guys got nice shiny new things to use last session
Yeah.
because you leveled up. You got nice useful feats that you could have used, things you can use. She went an entire session being unable to play her own character because she was playing the Changeling instead.
It was
So-
extremely difficult not to
so-
I was trying very hard to not reference anything before because I was supposed to not know anything about you
Yeah.
guys.
I
It was
wasn't able to know anything aside from your names because you guys talk to each other constantly by name.
so I had to
and-
go off of what you guys were saying. I didn't pretend like I
didn't
She
even
did a
notice.
Yeah,
It
she
was
was doing fantastic.
I'm giving you
job.
claps. I'm giving you claps. You can't hear it, but I'm
Thank
giving you
you.
claps.
So
So,
what
yeah,
you'll be doing
so
is
basically the way this turned out is Mike's DM's messaged me was like, "Hey, I have a proposition, but you need to be it has to be completely secret,
Oh.
but you will get
Yeah.
I will give you good reward." I was like, "Sure, let's do
So-
it."
the reward is, and this is incentive for the rest of you.
I think I
that
know
if
what.
I come to
Yeah, I
you
know
for
what
something,
the inspiration die does, right? It gives you
yeah,
like.
well, it's a
plus
little
one?
different. So for my table rules, when it comes to DM inspiration, there is inspiration that the bard can give you. The inspiration that the bard can give you gives you an extra die that you can use. Usually, when it comes to DM inspiration, it means you can re-roll your own roll if you feel like you should re-roll it. For my table, to give things more incentive of getting DM inspiration, is that you're able to re-roll any roll.
Ooh.
So if I happen to roll as the enemy a really good attack roll and you go nuh-uh, you can spend a DM inspiration to make me re-roll that. Or if you roll something super bad, or one of your teammates roll something super bad, you can have them re-roll a roll. It can be it can be an attack, it can be it can be a save, it can be a check, it can be a death saving throw if you save it long enough. And she got 2 for completing this. She would have gotten 1 if she did it in the first place, but she got 2 because she did it and didn't get caught until the very end.
I was having so much
To
fun.
the
I
entire
imagine.
tour
That
without
seems
getting
very
caught.
fun.
I did
Yeah.
a whole session and without getting caught. I
You
think
did
I
really
deserve
good.
these points.
Yeah, you
Thank
deserve it. You deserve it.
She did good, and you
Right,
didn't
just-
even realize it was very.
I-
She would have been entirely screwed if you pulled out that lamp.
Yep.
100%.
You pulled out the lamp. Every time someone mentioned magic, I was Thorn doesn't do magic.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
Thorn does not do magic.
I was every time someone would mention magic, I was specifically point to you guys and be like, oh, why don't you guys try this instead of
I
me?
did.
Because
I
Very
did. I
specifically.
did notice that. I did
So-
notice that.
You would have if you did probably notice the fact that she didn't outright cast Eldritch Blast. She instead got behind Lo-Kag.
yeah. Instead of,
I
doing
did.
anything,
I did notice
Treat
that.
her.
I did notice
Because
that
she
she was
can't-
hiding.
Yeah, she can't cast magic. She doesn't have any magical potential because Thorn is a rogue.
He doesn't do magic, and
He
also
doesn't do
because
magic.
the other reason I hid too was because I figured the way I thought of Thorn as playing Lady Aria, he would assume that she's sort of like a timid old lady, so she'd be kind of hiding behind the big guy.
Yeah. Behind the big guy, let him do all the work.
Yeah.
I thought she was just doing that because she was right next to the robot dude,
Yeah.
and she just came over and just hid behind Lo-Kag because
I was
Lo-Kag,
being
of course, is the Barbarian.
She was sitting right next to the robot, and I was like, "Oh, let's test to see how well she'll do," and then immediately grabbed her first.
Well, it was the debate of like, do I try to slash at him with a knife or do I avoid? Because like Mike specifically told me like you were gonna want to try and avoid fighting. So every time we got to a situation where there was potentially a fight, I was trying to talk my way out of it, you know, and
Because
find a
that's what
solution.
Thorn would do.
Yeah.
Because Thorn would prefer to talk his way out of things. Because I will tell you guys right now, Thorn's character sheet is pretty good. He has right now,
No, Thor's pretty good.
He
He's
has
got
a
15 armor
16
class, or what is? No, you've got a different one.
I've
than I
got
do, don't you?
it here, so I'll do this.
Okay, you got a proper one. Okay. Yeah, I had
Uh,
a different
and
sheet and everything.
Oh wow.
Nobody caught me. We even last session when I specifically asked Mike, hey, can you like pull me out into a whisper just for
There
my
you go.
chat?
So that's his character sheet. He has a 19 in dexterity and a 16 in charisma. He is built different. So avoiding conflict was the way that he went.
Anyway,
I also
we should
don't know why
probably get
that
back
is,
to
like-
actually doing D&D.
Because you got a half hour. You have a half
Uh-huh.
hour. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Well, we're pretty much finished. We've got our we've turned in our quest. We've determined what the silly little amulet is.
Yeah, but what other
the
items
scroll
do
that
we
you
have?
guys got?
Yeah.
Well, he had the storage scroll, scroll storage rather, and inside is a scroll of fireball.
Well, we know who's learning
Like,
that.
it's far.
Give it to me. I want it. I want it. Let me imbue my sword with
You don't know if
fireball.
you can learn it or if you can hold it and use it. I will look up how spell scrolls work. If I remember correctly, they're
scrolls
like
are just a one-time use, I think.
a one-time use, unless you're like a wizard, at which point you can copy it, copy it down and use it. But that's as far as I'm aware.
Seeing how I missed on like half of this adventure, I don't feel like I should be getting anything out of this anyway.
Oh, believe me, you all have interesting things. So, she will look through her papers. Oh, right. Since you guys did that, came back alive, Lonelywood, just over the way, they sent a request for able-bodied adventurers.
Does it
They
say
have
what the
a,
quest was about?
They have a problem with a moose.
Well, that I can
A
handle.
what?
Well, that I can
Guess
deal
I'm
with.
going.
Both me and Lo-Kag just perk up, like, oh, we can deal with that.
My whole job, my whole ordeal is hunting.
and,
Well, it's
and my whole ordeal is not hunting.
Is this like a magical moose or something?
yeah.
Oh.
It's apparently it's pretty big, and it says here,
Okay, so a giant moose. Okay.
yeah, just a big moose, big white moose. It's been causing issues with the logging industry over there. They need help with it as soon as possible. Says to look for I think the speaker here is his name. Yeah, it's the speaker. Okay, look for the speaker, look for her, talk to her. She'll give you more information on that.
Speaker in this town or in there?
Well, we'd be happy to try to see what we can do to help. Thank you thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
I do hope, and I would still be careful if you do decide to send the people up to what appears to be a fragment of a tower.
Yeah, it
it
appears
is
to be
quite
part of an old ruin from way back. There's a construct down there that
Metal Man?
Yes.
A working Metal Man.
Yes.
Huh.
And
We only
Sorry.
Sorry, no, I'm just a little surprised. We've only ever gotten pieces and parts. Sometimes we fish them up out of the lake. A finger there, half an elbow there, maybe a foot.
Where do do you have any, exact place as to where this is most common?
No, not really. Sometimes people find them out in the snow. Sometimes we catch them in the nets while hunting for fish.
Alright, very well. But,
city's definitely here.
Yeah, but he seems to, be programmed to attack anyone who does not have a specific amulet, or,
Okay.
which we do have a copy of,
Okay.
or not a copy of, we have one.
He
Okay.
does
Allard, if you want to
mention
share.
you can't illusion it. Don't forget you can't illusion
Oh,
it
yeah.
either and stuff like that.
Yeah, you
It
can't
has to be like the
illusion it.
exact
Okay.
amulet.
Alright, so that rules out that. Okay.
And
Anything else we need to know of? Any other creatures, people,
Uh,
bodies that we need to retrieve?
Well, there is one dead body of a Thrycreen, is that correct?
Cream? The fuck is that?
I don't. It's a
What?
big bug person. I don't know.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's in?
I guess we'll retrieve it.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
what it is.
Before you guys came out of the tower, this undead soldier type ran out of the spire before
Yeah,
you.
that too. That I was about to mention. Yeah, there was an undead soldier and a
soldier. Okay.
um.
And she's writing this down as you're talking.
There was an illusion of the wizard you executed a few days ago.
There was an illusion of
Oh, I didn't see that. What happened to him?
Zan.
Yes, and he.
Long story, we'll explain later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Is he still there?
Is he still there?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
well, then I
okay,
suppose
then
it's not
no
a worry
problem.
for them.
No problem then. Okay.
So,
But
so
basically,
it
the
seems like
undead warrior.
construct-
The undead warrior was his guardian, and as soon as he disappeared, he ran off. So just be careful. We don't know what he'll do.
Okay. So I will keep an eye out for a undead soldier.
Allard,
I'm assuming
Lo-Kag,
we have
should
to get the body of the second body of Dazan.
No.
You're not getting your reward
If it's an
twice.
illusion, I don't know that there's going to be anything left.
Yeah, there
Okay,
is.
good.
He basically vanished in a puff of smoke, basically. And
Ah.
then I pull over Allard and
Wizard.
Lo-Kag for a second. Like, should we tell them about the orb? Not the orb, the illusion thing? Or should we keep that
Probably
to
not.
ourselves?
Well, it doesn't really matter anyway because it I don't know.
Well, we
He's
don't
gone
know.
now.
We
Well,
were
I don't
talking
think
to
it-
you, Miss Aria.
I'm
Yeah,
just
get out.
Mind your business. Mind your business. We were pulled to the side. Mind your business.
But
Does it still work though?
that's the problem. We don't
DM?
know. We don't know. Unless
It's best to
DM
keep it on the
unless the
down low.
disembodied voice will tell us.
For all you know, that thing is
Ooh, it
broken
doesn't
after it
work
killed him.
anymore.
It's broken. Okay.
So
Yeah,
probably
so-
not worth talking about it or anything.
Nope.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, my recons are gonna be here Wednesday.
Yo!
What? What?
His Rick on your
Don't worry
birthday
about
rhyme.
it. Headphones.
Oh,
Yeah,
the headphones.
Yeah, his headphones are ringing. Anyway, I believe that's all the major things. It's basically completely upside down, so I recommend like having some taller people because I know I struggled to get around.
Alright. We'll
and-
see if we can scrounge some help. Bar ever shows up again, we'll send him out there.
Yeah, there might be some like broken glass, some potions scattered here and there.
Cool. Cool.
But
We'll
it's
see if we
also
can
just
salvage
pretty much
anything that we
uncool.
can. Yeah. That works. Yeah. Lonelywood is the place that needs your help. All right.
All right, we probably were heading to Lonelywood anyway, so might as
Excellent.
well.
You know the way?
Vaguely, I feel like.
We have a-
Okay,
we do have a
she
map.
turns around
We
and
have a
there's
map,
the big
yeah.
map behind her. So you take the east way to Brinchander, Brinchander to Targos, Targos to Tourmaline, Tourmaline to Lonelywood.
Alrighty.
Simple enough.
I'm guessing we can't go straight there. I'm guessing it's because of the valley.
I mean, you could give it a try.
Fair.
Probably be a bit rough.
The roads are
Yeah.
safer, but it's
Yeah.
your guys'
I would
You
like
know,
to
not
stop by
mine.
Brinchander anyway, because wanted to check on what's it called? I wanted to check with the dwarves about what's the name?
Oh, the
the
Dyrus.
Summer
weather
Star.
change.
The Summer Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Summer Star. Excellent.
I
So
Well, I would like
that's
to-
what we'll do next
I was,
session.
I was going to say, I was like, do you want to go all the way back to Brinchard or just so you could check on Piney?
Yes, that too.
Well, leave the girl alone. I wouldn't mind seeing Piney myself.
She hasn't even seen Piney since they turned into a
And
fly.
Corn is gonna perk up. Who the fuck is Piney?
It's an elemental.
We'll-
Don't worry about
we'll
it.
Explain,
Ah.
We'll explain.
You're friends with an elemental? What?
Yep. And I get the feeling they're not gonna like you.
Uh-huh.
I'm hissing it slightly through my teeth.
Wow,
Not gonna like you.
you guys are mean.
It's what happens when you lie to us for several days.
The conversation for later. Thank you for helping us, guard lady. Should we go now, please?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should probably get going anyway.
Yeah, let's get going.
Yeah.
Although
Anyways,
I
so-
would. Sorry, I know. I'm the one taking up the time, and I'm the one who needs to go. But one other thing that I remember that we got at the cabin was we got a bunch of potions. Not the cabin, the castle, and I wanted to see if there was anyone who could check that for us while we're in town.
Oh, well, I already told you guys what they were.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
did you? Oh yeah.
Yes.
I have them in my bag.
I thought you
There
just
is
I thought you just described them. You didn't tell us what they did.
I believe I did because I got lazy.
4 potions of acid, cold, fire, and force.
Okay.
They're all resistance potions.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, okay. I'll add that. Thank you.
Okay. Then I am just a silly Billy. I think that's it as far as I'm aware.
Excellent. So we're gonna pick up next game with that. Yay!
I
And
was
small
gonna
headphones.
say I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind continuing.
I
Well,
gotta go to
Emily's
bed.
gotta go to bed.
Oh.
Luke, I
Yeah,
gotta
We
get
can
up at
just- we
6
can just
a.m.
continue
tomorrow.
Without her.
Wow.
We are not continuing without her.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
You
not
can do
gonna
your-
have it.
Okay.
She's in Lonelywood while the rest of you are here. I'm not gonna do
Literally, yeah, we
that.
talked
I was
about
gonna
it.
do that. We talked about it. If it came to her not being able to do this section, I was gonna have because Yithro, the city that you were in, the Spire, is part of a city of old wizards.
Oh, wait, no stickers. Oh, for goodness sakes. Sorry, he just hopped in my bed and I didn't really want him up there. Stickers,
Aw.
okay. Come on. I got a bunch of stuff up there. I'm not finished cleaning yet.
It's okay.
But it's that city is like an old wizard city, so it makes sense that if she accidentally picks up something and it just in a puff of magic, she's just teleported and gone.
And I'm just
Like that. Oh shit! And she's suddenly in Lonelywood. Hey, that makes sense. That's fine. She'll catch up with the others.
We'll meet up eventually. I'm in my environment
Eventually.
with plants.
And personal character growth.
Yep, we don't, and we're not going to talk about it.
I'll have plans for that.
Yay!
Yes,
Trauma!
Yay, Lord.
Trauma.
I am now a Walking Dead man.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you cry. I'm gonna make you cry.
Yay!
Oh,
God,
no.
I've already gotten to have my mischievous moment, so I'm happy here.
Yeah,
That
you're
means
good.
that's
Listen, Lo-Kag, it was a way of so that he doesn't die. It's fine. You won't die. I will make sure that you don't die as the DM.
No, but that would just add to the drama, though.
It's more about you guys can't hurt each other, like actively hurt each other. It's not about
Yeah.
like if he dies you die kind of thing, or if you die he dies. It's more about you can't actively hurt each other.
But I can.
Like you said,
Grabs his
you
ear.
Simply have him thrown off a bridge. You can't throw him off the bridge and expect him to live.
Yeah,
And
I'm
expect
just-
yourself to live too.
No betrayal.
yeah. So basically,
Et tu, Brute?
yeah. So you guys can't like actively like, oh, what's my computer doing?
But I
What is
want to
Oh,
hurt him.
Everybody wants to hurt
Exactly.
him right now. Okay, there we go. I'm good.
He's a
Um,
smart ass.
Yeah. No, it's this whole time I find it like the difference between the two characters is like this whole time he is just like, wow, you guys that is so hurtful every time someone insults him, whereas I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna just be quiet
Well,
and take it.
He's been super honest and super kind. Well, yeah, super sort of kind this entire time, and it's just like, ow, that like the jab about, yeah, you looked better this way. The other way was his natural form. That hurts. Yeah.
To be fair, like we're all in very pissed off and ticked off states.
And I'm not even in my dude, I'm not even in my rage state. So
Yeah, me
if I was
too.
in rage, he probably would be dead.
And by proxy
yeah.
It's just-
yourself.
well, I think it shows the difference too, because Lady Aria is so used to people looking down on her, kind of like ignoring her, or just flat out like it's insulting her while she's in the room. Like she's used to just sort of being like invisible in a way because of like her status as like a housewife is essentially.
Medieval
she's-
housewife.
Yeah, medieval house.
noble
Yeah.
housewife at that.
Yeah, so
Ooh, evil.
she's quite used to like just kind of quietly taking insults and like just letting like just pile it on. Like it does, you know, she's quite used to that, whereas Thorn is clearly not.
I mean, he is royalty. So
Yeah, but he comes from
You
a
don't
as a
know
very
yet. You gotta talk to him about that.
well, he said he was a
Yeah.
prince.
Mm-hmm.
yes. It's a but it's like clearly like they've like but you have to remember that Thorns come from a completely different race and a completely different set of politics.
True.
Mm-hmm. He's lived in the Shadowrun most of his life. Shadowfell, rather. Shadowrun
Actually,
is another
what-
completely TTRPG system. Not affiliated, not sponsored.
Actually, what race is Thorn?
He's a changeling.
He's
Oh.
Fae.
Changeling. So let's do Changeling 5e. And to make things easier on all of you, I'll copy paste the link to the wiki for you. Now, keep in mind that it's my version of changelings are more of a the mythical versions of changelings, because in the Forgotten Realms they're from a different one, a different type of thing. Let's see, copy that, boop, and doop. Yeah, they used to be in the Eberron wiki because there used to be an Eberron race. But then they were reintroduced again in Monsters of the Universe, where they're a Fey race with no relation to doppelgangers. It's changed around. The basic, as far as I can tell, changelings from myth and legend of our real world, as far as I can tell, from my own perspective, seems to be an explanation as to, like, autism. Like, it sounds, you know, it has that sort of weird ring to it, but, like, it was, the kid would start, when they were very young, would start showing signs and oddities and weird things, and start doing things that normal people don't do, so they were replaced by fairies and took the place of the children. Which
Oh, I remember that.
autistic kids start showing at a younger age, and they, depending on the spectrum, where on the spectrum they're at, that sort of thing. That's was, you know, yeah. So I just sort of went for the thing of, they're changelings. They're from the Fey realm. They can shapeshift. They take place of people for one reason or another. And good or bad, it's, you know, good or evil. It's weird.
Because, like, in any other, like, situation, Thor would be, like, my favorite character in, like, the movie or whatever. But I have to be the exasperated one.
I mean, I was gonna say I kind of like Thorn.
I do too, honestly.
I did my best to make him as charming as I could, while still being that slimy, shifty. Yeah,
Piece
I am
of
a
crap.
thief, but I was borrowing it. I was thinking of the sort of thing of, like, Captain Jack Sparrow. Of, I was borrowing it. You just found me before I could return it.
He gave me, like, Captain Hook from Once Upon a Time vibes, like early Captain Hook.
Oh,
vibes.
yes.
I have not seen that show.
I have
yet,
seen
so-
it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I also
But
know
it
what you're
is
talking
like that,
about.
right?
Was
It
getting
is
you.
very similar.
Yeah, he's kind of like, he's very much that, like, slimy piece of shit, but, like, yeah, but there's, like, something charming about him.
Yeah, because, well,
That's him.
Thorn is neutral good. He is neutral good. He will do the right thing, but laws are laws, and they're human laws, and he's not lying if he does what he's saying he's doing. He's just bending a bit.
He's a fae.
Just
It's what they
he's
do.
a fae.
Yeah, it's what they do. And Lady Aria, having been among the fae so often, has kind of adopted that as well.
Yeah, but it's really cool. Like, this is another image that shows the
Again, why is he kind of hot though?
he's kind of not.
He is, yeah.
Why he kind of hot though?
Where did you get this image from, like, for him?
Oh, that's from the official wiki.
I was gonna say
Okay.
it's from the wiki because it's on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, where on earth did you grab that?
That is the official Eberron one.
Okay.
So this is another one from the wiki. It shows the female changeling. Well, here's the fun thing. Changelings could be male or female because they can shift between.
They can be whatever they want to be.
He just Thorn prefers to be a dude.
They're gender fluid, generally. That's pretty cool.
It's super nice.
Dang it, now I want to keep going, but at the same time, it's like I need to go to sleep.
No, you need your sleep. You need to be in bed
Sleep.
in 10 minutes. So we're gonna come in here.
Yeah.
I will leave it off on the fact of I played a changeling bard. when I was playing with my dad's second campaign, and since we started at level 10, if I remember correctly, I had a I had a 19 in my charisma, which was quickly boosted up to 20 as soon as I could. And I had a plus 13, or was it plus 16? Actually, you know what? I'll pull up the character sheet right now. Survey
I've gotten
says
so
when
deep
boss-
into character mode that it's like I don't want to go.
I know. It's good.
It's great,
Yeah,
but it's
I
also
ended at level
heartbreaking.
17.
This
So I
is-
love it ended level 13, which means...
Yeah. The past two sessions have been so much fun.
Yeah, so
And they've been sort of
I had
emotional.
when
All
I finished
emotional.
with the character, I ended with a plus 15 to persuasion, performance,
Holy.
and deception. That is a plus
Oh, wow.
15 to the skill check. That is the bonus.
Goodness
At
gracious.
minimum, I couldn't roll lower than a 16, which got me and my party out of so many situations and
Oh
roleplay.
wow.
Because I could just look straight at the guard and say, listen, dude, I'm fine, they're my buddies. And it would work. It was great.
No, you actually no, like I was like this is I was because when I was in when I was in my little talk with Fizz about what to do with Thorn, I could tell like this is Mike's way of coming back as being a new character in the party.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Just realized
I was
that.
thinking
I was
the same
told by my
thing.
dad. I was told by my dad, that early on that I could give you like an automaton goblin that could be just a rogue that would go out, that would sneak into places, it would follow orders, basic orders, and just sort of disable traps for you. And like I was thinking, this could be useful in a couple of dungeons. This can be useful in a couple places where they need someone to sneak in and do that, and none of them have good sneak and stealth.
No.
Whereas,
No.
Thorn has a plus 6 to his stealth. So, yeah, it's useful.
No, Lo-Kag specializes in heavy stealth. No one can
Heavy
see.
stealth.
No one can see. No one can see you if there are no witnesses.
Exactly.
That is honestly such a Lo-Kag thing, though.
Exactly. Take out all the
It's
witnesses.
that sort of thing of like,
I
do you see
specialize
Grog?
in-
I don't see
I
Grog.
specialize
Exactly.
in aggressive
Exactly.
I'm
You
sorry,
don't
see,
see Krog.
Why the druid and the hunter are such good friends though?
Well, the thing is that
Yeah.
the problem with this is that none of us are liars. Or like neither me nor Lo-Kag are a big fan of liars. So that makes it even more
to be fair,
interesting.
neither of us is technically lied.
Yeah, no,
Whoa.
he didn't lie a single time the entire time he was with you guys. You just didn't ask.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't
You
ask.
just didn't ask.
Sorry. This is I was very much a fan of this because I love this kind of like twist on words and wordplay and things like that, and like having fun with it and just like seeing what I can get away with.
No, you're fine. It's great, but our characters hate it.
Yeah, but it's just so much fun. And
Yeah, no, applause to you. Like, I am very much on board with this. I am so entertained by this, but it's like in character, it's like I hate this entire thing.
This is
Wait,
gonna
what happened?
be so much fun for
This
like
makes
going
me
forward
feel
too.
uncomfortable and unclean, and I don't like it. Whereas the player is like, yes.
Literally, it's like this is so interesting.
We're all having so much fun, but our characters are like, what is going on?
Our characters are like, I hate everything about this.
I will say, I was actually like, I don't know if anyone had saw like the gifts that I was sending when Thorn and Lady Aria were talking.
No,
I
I
was
didn't.
genuinely confused about what was going on. Like, I'm just sitting here just listening to the conversation.
Oh
and
yeah,
I'm
now I
like-
see it.
And I'm like,
Yeah, I see it.
what is going on? Like, I was genuinely confused.
It's fine. Things
But
have sorted out.
Yeah,
And
it's
now
okay,
you
it's
have a
fine now.
DMPC to help you guys. Yay!
It's almost like we had one before.
I was advised against giving you a healing character early on.
You have some healing.
You didn't
anyway,
have
so
to
it'll be all right.
take it though.
Yeah, but it's more fun. Now we have more of a challenge, which I actually kind of enjoy.
And-
so I'm down for that.
I mean, I
Killing
have
him
healing.
gives you character motivation.
True.
Mhm.
And eventually, this guy will die, and it will just be a whole nother thing of Game of Thrones where you like a character, you get to know the character, and then the character dies.
Was this your entire plan? Was this your entire
No,
plan? Okay.
it's just a running joke.
I don't want Thorn to die.
No, we'll keep Thorn alive. It's gonna be the problem. The problem that Thorn has right now is the Winter Queen is not gonna be happy with him, so we have to deal with that.
Oh
But
no,
I'm
yeah.
sure-
Listen,
But-
what he was going to point out earlier was, you know that explosion in the sky that cleared the sky out?
Yeah.
That was you guys, right?
Yep.
I didn't do that. I don't have the attention of the Winter Queen on me. No, I do.
The Frostmaiden. The Frostmaiden.
I don't have the
needs to be-
Frostmaiden. You're the ones that sent up a giant flare saying, "Look at me!" To the
I mean,
Frostmaiden.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. I was hoping we'd have I was really wanting. If you weren't gonna be the sarcastic character, I was gonna turn into one at some point.
Yeah, no.
Miss this.
Thorn is gonna be the sarcastic guy, where he's just gonna make jabs and quips the entire time. That's like earlier, it's like, oh yeah, just the finger. Totally just the fingers.
Anyways.
That whole story about Lady Aria, I wrote it all down in a short story that I sent to Mike, and
Yes,
he was like, "This is amazing."
that was her entire backstory. She wrote a short story and sent it to
Understandable.
me, and I just had to sit there at work and read all of it, and I'm like, oh my god.
She is a genius. It's almost like
At
she's
this
written a
point-
book. Go buy her book.
Whoa.
Wait, we should let Emily go to bed.
Yes,
but
you should go to bed.
at this
Or
point, you
we
could probably
could
read the short story
not.
if you wanted to. I can send it to you guys, but
Yeah, well, most of it's been all of it's been revealed, actually.
No.
One by one, I will reveal all of your...
We're at
They
the
asked
end
about
of the Lady Aria lore.
So you pretty much
your backstories.
Ooh.
Yeah, one by one,
I'm kinda
and you will make, he will make us cry with them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, you didn't cry with hers. That was a more of, how could you? I'm hurt. Personally and emotionally.
Yep.
Yours, I'm gonna tear your
Betrayed.
heart out and make you cry.
If you do, it's gonna be because I'm in character, because I already know what's happening. That's what
Oh,
we go
you're
with.
gonna be surprised. I have plans.
I could think
I
of a
have very,
couple of
very-
things. I could think of a couple of
Yes.
things you could be doing.
Oh, yes. You gave me so much to work with.
You're welcome.
And next session, you will find out.
Oh, lovely.
Hey, we're gonna learn
It's
Ella
not turn
lore.
this-
You're gonna learn Ella lore! Yay!
Anyway, speaking of Ella lore, thanks everyone so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this session. I especially really do hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you again to Mike.
Even though
for
it was
letting me do this.
90% of us just being like, Lady Aria, how could you do this?
Yeah. I'm just so excited for this big reveal, so I hope you guys enjoyed.
I hated every single set. No, I'm kidding.
I will reach the screen and slap you.
Do it. Then I can actually see you in real life.
So, we are Magic and Mayhem. This is our first campaign together. Individually, all of us playing for the first time. Mike DMing for the first time. This is our campaign, Blood in the Snow. Thank you for bearing with us as we learn a lot about D&D and just kind of, fumble our way through it.
Yep.
To Mike for putting our almighty DM for putting up with us each week and during the week when he's trying to remind us to do things. As for all of the members, make sure you follow each and every one of us. We have got Wolfie Luke, we've got CrazyNaturekitty, aka Emily, we have got Resoft, we've got Wizard Suburban, and then myself, the Immortal Hipster.
Yes.
Again, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves. Grab yourself a snack, a drink, get some rest.
A good day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning.
And
And we will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye!
Dragon Ball Z!
Oh my goodness. We keep making a joke like that. We're gonna
Yep,
get in
I
trouble.
Eventually,
Oh,
we're gonna
we
be part of
lost
Dragon
Mike.
Ball Z.
Oh,
Anyway.
I lost my hat. Well.
No! Should we?
And is
No.
anyone gonna get? Any of you guys gonna keep going?
Yeah, that's what I wanted
I think
to know.
Luke and I are gonna play a way
Powwow?
out.
All right.
Or way
Way
out.
out.
Oh.
We'll discuss. But
Alright.
Oh,
have to-
I already bought the game.
Oh, well,
No,
that's fine. All
I
right.
was trying to tell you, you didn't have to buy the game.
I bought it already. I was
Yeah,
lazy.
there goes- There goes my alarm. There goes my
You can
alarm.
play it for free.
I mean, we're gonna send our people over to either Luke or Rez, so you guys can continue to watch them and be chaotic with them.
I'm
just-
going to be ending my stream.
Yeah,
because
that's why I'm
I
writing
need to-
Resoft
'cause I'll have
instead.
to